Yeah, welcome to the show, the Rebuttal Entertainment. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Come on in, wipe your feet. You know, we're going to talk about this Mike Tyson interview with Jermall Charlo, and we're going to debunk all these fake narratives that these people was up here and talking about, man. Talking about he ain't want to say this name, and he looked uncomfortable. You know, these YouTubers need to stop the bullshit, man. Stop the bull crap, man. Stop spreading all these fake narratives about these fighters, man. You know what I mean? Come on, man. The man that called the man out 50,000 times. You know what I mean? Just because Mike Tyson said that mean he got to do it, man. I mean, it's just getting crazy. It's just getting too crazy. It's Friday. Let's bring it. Hey, Tony, what's going on, Tony? I mean, it's just crazy. You know what I mean? So come on in, you know, hit the, you know, go to the home page, join members only, perks, get the hats, get the shirts, get the sweat hoods. So join the perk to be a members only. Then, you know, you can get first exclusive who we're going to interview first and all this good stuff, man. So y'all come on in here and let's get this thing started. But yeah, man, we're going to debunk all these narratives today, man. We're going to do the misconceptions of all this bull crap these guys say. Some of you, you know, the blue bloods and all this bull crap, man. I mean, we're going to debunk all that stuff today. All of it today, man. So, you know, it's a shame that you got to denigrate somebody's character because it's not the same as what you guys want. But, you know, it's going to be good, though. They want more to get up there and act like Blair. What's up, Dante? Yeah, man, Dante, who you telling? That's what they want. You know, you're absolutely right, man. I mean, then it, you know, then they be like, well, you know, Jermall would have did. He not Jermall. I mean, Jermall would have did this. He not Jermall. Two different twins, two different personalities, man. Two different twins, two different personalities, man. You know, Jermall is the more laid back one, and Jermall is the fiery one, the one going, you know, tell you what you could do with everything you want. You know what I mean? That's how it is, and that's what it's gonna be, man. And it's a shame, Dante, that it's like that, man. You know what I mean? It's a shame that it's like that. But we're gonna get together, man. It's a real shame that Diego, what's up, champ? What's going on? He say, Mike made Jermall super uncomfortable. Enjoy every second. But I don't understand. Explain to me how he made him uncomfortable. That's why we're going to do this today. Explain to me how he's uncomfortable. He poised. He relaxed. Y'all keep getting this. Not Jermall. How did he make him uncomfortable? I got videotape of Jermall calling every single one of them out. Well, just because he didn't say his name, he was uncomfortable. Come on, Diego. Explain it to me, champ. You know, we're going to get it all in today. All these false narratives you guys been spreading around, man. You know what I mean? Exactly, Tony. Tony watched the video. Where was he uncomfortable? Hey. You know, these are Charlo haters, man. Canelo turned down $50 million, so calling him names ain't going to make him fight. Exactly, and that's what he said. So I want Diego to write why he made him uncomfortable. You know what I mean? I got a lot of videos pulled up, man. And I'm just telling you, calling them on, calling him names, giving him the finger, like Tyson wanted him to do, say motherfucker and all that stuff. How did that help Andre? How did that help Boo Boo? It ain't help Boo Boo, did it? You know what I mean? So, like Jermall said, all that ain't gonna do nothing, man. I mean, y'all killing me with this stuff, man. I mean, you killing me, but y'all know me. I'm the narrative buster, baby. I'm the narrative buster, man. So y'all come on in with all them fake narratives, and we're gonna play the video and tell me when was he uncomfortable. Show me when he was uncomfortable. You know, I mean, I want to see it. I want y'all to point, tell me stop or whatever when y'all think he's uncomfortable. I mean, y'all got to stop the bull. I mean, it's a shame, you know what I mean? When people don't like about somebody and then they start, you know, pointing on fake narrative. Come on, Diego, don't run there, champ. Don't run. Like, they all agree things are different today than back in the day. Social media is the devil. Garcia did all that to Tank on the show and still pulled out. Exactly. So what is Cardinal gonna do? Y'all don't remember when he beat, I forgot who the guy he beat. He said, yeah, where you at, GGG? He been calling GGG for what, 5 years now? He been calling Triple G out when he say, where you at, GGG? Where you at, GGG? I mean, come on, man. All right, let's see what Diego say. He was uncomfortable when Tyson mentioned the guys he should fight like Benavidez. Well, like you said, the monster, when he said who the monster is, we're going to play that. It ain't look uncomfortable to me. You know what I mean? He said what I would have said. Why would you feel uncomfortable? Even if Charlo moved to 68, it's not guaranteed Dave Benavidez is going to make that weight. He done missed weight twice. I'm the narrative buster today. You know what I mean? I'm going to bust all these fake narratives you niggas putting out today, baby. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. Do y'all remember when Benavidez say, I'll fight him at 160? Who in this motherfucker believe that? If you believe that, I'm blocking you. If you believe Benavidez could have went down to 160 to fight Jermall Charlo when he couldn't make 168 twice. So he was just talking out his mouth. Just capping. The narrative is going to be busted today, baby. You know what I mean? I ain't seen him being uncomfortable, Diego. He said he wants to fight the best out there. He was not uncomfortable. Yeah, exactly. He ain't look uncomfortable to me. Well, we're going to get to that. Let's play this. Let's play some of this stuff. See what happens.
Give me this motherfucker. Get in the ring and we sign a contract, bitch.
Right.
You know, when you're in this business, your whole purpose is to crush the world to your feet, man. Motherfucker out there think he could beat you. Get the fuck out of here.
So Tyson wanted Jermall to call.
So you want to know
Canelo all these names.
$1,000 right now?
When was that going to solve? What was that going to solve if he would have given them all these names? I mean, I don't understand. Let's stop right there. We're going to break the whole video down. We're going to break the whole video down today. We're going to break it down today. Ain't no plan. Ain't none of that stuff today, man. We're going to break it all down today. So I want to know when Mike Tyson wanted him to call Canelo name. Only one called Canelo name and made it with Laura. Laura was the only guy that did it. He was the only guy that got in under Canelo's skin, called him all these names, and Canelo fought him. Everybody done tried, you know what I mean, and nobody succeeded. Benavidez, I mean, Andre even went into the guy locker room, you know what I mean, to get a fight with him, man. Yeah, but I'm the narrative debunker today, man. Light skinned Lou in the house. What's up, champ?
What's up, champ?
Oh man, I'm a narrative buster today, baby.
I love it.
I'm the narrative. Diego say Charlo looked uncomfortable when Tyson mentioned the guys he should fight. Lou, did he look uncomfortable to you?
Lewis, I'm glad you start. You starting the right way, man. First of all, happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Rebuttal Entertainment. Start off by dropping a like. We going in hot. He did look uncomfortable, and I was going to talk to you about it when we talked earlier. I mean yesterday, but I wanted to save it for the show. He looked very uncomfortable, Lewis. He looked like. You know how you go on the show and you don't get the questions that they're going to ask you? That's what he looked like. He looked like he was caught off guard with it. So I take a lot out of it, man. I just feel like he wasn't ready for Tyson to be that brazen with the question. Tyson.
So you really believe that? The many interviews this dude done been on, people asking worse shit than that.
Yeah, but he just looked uncomfortable though, Lewis. I don't know,
well,
man.
We're gonna see it. I got the video up. He ain't look uncomfortable to me. Dante say he didn't look uncomfortable. Tony just say he didn't look uncomfortable. Maybe we're gonna see.
Yeah, look, and the thing about it is you can play the video. So maybe I saw something that I didn't see. So let's play it. Let's do it.
And the thing about this is, you know, people keep saying he look uncomfortable. That's because they think he's Jermall Charlo. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because if he would have asked Jermall Charlo that, Jermall Charlo would fucking start throwing punches at him.
In all honesty, Lewis, you got a point. You do.
You know, it's just two different people. It's two different people. Lou, all y'all. That's why I love this show. Everybody got their different opinion. But we all know this. It's two different brothers, two different personalities. And one is he's just very emotional and he want to kick ass all the time. You know what I mean? The other one is just mellow, calm, and cool. You know what I mean? And that's all it was too. And they just different ones. They think Jermall should act like Jermall. Do you? I mean, that's not his personality.
Yeah, I agree. In honesty, I do get them mixed up. I haven't yet to put their person. I always get them. You know it, Lou, because you always got to correct me. But a sense of me, I just feel like he was uncomfortable with it. I don't know why. And maybe when I see the tape again, we could break it down.
Well, we're going to play this whole motherfucking video. So we're going to break it down, baby. It don't make no, everybody come on in here and hit the like button. You know what I mean? I'm glad all them other podcasts got theirs out the way yesterday. You know, we're going to break ours down today because I got something to say to some of these podcasts, and I'm going to name them, especially Blue Blood. You know what I mean? He don't even like Jermall Charlo. He like Jermall Charlo. You know what I mean? But he said something about Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo told him, when I see you, I'm going to smack you in your motherfucking face. So that ended that right there. So he putting out narrative, yeah, Jermall Charlo still ain't fighting nobody. You know what I mean? He 30 fight, 32 fight. He only fought 2 champions. You know what I mean? How many motherfucking champions did Andre fight? I'll be waiting. Do anybody know how many champions Boo Boo Andre done fought?
No, not that I could think of.
Offhand?
I can't think offhand.
Do anybody know how many champions David Benavidez done fought? Lou, I'm the narrative buster. You know I am. you know I am, Lou.
Who you gonna call? Narrative buster.
Exactly. You know I'm the narrative buster. You know what I mean? And I'm calling people out today. I don't care who get mad. Hey, Monica, what's going on? Mr. Man up in here early. Oh, today is the day. I'm fired up today, baby. That's right. I'm glad they all got it out the way. You know what I mean? Mr. Man said, yes, he was, Tony. Mr. Man said he was uncomfortable too. Okay. Well, you know, show me where he was uncomfortable at. Let's roll the videotape.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? Let's roll the videotape. We're going to go through a whole bunch of this stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's go through it.
Hello, this is season 4 of Hotbox, and I'm Mike Tyson, and my
nobody want to hear that shit, Mike.
We're here with one of the greatest. And
no, boxing different now. No, it's different. No, but look, I seen him at the fight, the last Nello fight, and he was over there ringside, kind of calling them out. I felt like, you know, I don't know what he said, but it looked like he wanted some of that.
No, it was too friendly.
There you go, right there. Let's stop right there. They say he don't call nobody out. Paul Pierce just justified it. He do call people out. He just don't call people out the way you dudes want him to call them out. And do you remember back in the day when he used to say, where you at, GGG? Where you at? After his fight. Come on, GGG. Then he'd be like, where you at, Cinnamon? He ain't call him Canelo. Where you at, Cinnamon? Where you at? You remember that, Lou?
I remember. I definitely remember. And that's what kind of made me like him, because he was straightforward with his call outs. He just called names out and he just went straight at him. I remember the sentiment call out. I remember that. This is something about he just when you roll the tape, I'll be able to kind of elaborate why.
We'll worry about that later, Lou. We're gonna talk about this now. We just gonna break it down bit by bit. You know what I mean? So let's do with the call out stuff. Remember, Tyson told him to call names out. Why he ain't call him out? He said he wanted the champ because he already done been called him out. You know what I mean? They say he
it's
ain't
like
old
news to him.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Just because he Mike Tyson, you got to do what he said. You know what I mean? I mean, all these fake narratives these dudes be giving, man, it's just crazy. Dante say Canelo fight the white champs and Boo Boo fight the white #1 contenders. Oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah. He said somebody in their feelings. Who? Not me. I ain't in my feelings. I'm just talking facts. You know me. I'm passionate. I'm like Jermall Charlo, nigga. I'm passionate. How about that? Yeah, I'm passionate in my feelings. I just what the name of the title is, Lou? Misconception. Come on, Mr. Man.
Yeah.
You gonna bring it, chat. We got my man up in the building today.
War Zone.
Warzone. Say, the rebuttal entertainment. At it again. Lou and chat. Yeah, it's on today, Warzone. You know what I mean? We gotta debunk these dudes and their fake narratives because they don't like a guy. You know what I mean? Like Mr. Man and them don't like this guy. You know what I mean? We're gonna debunk all these fake narratives, these dudes, man. You know what I mean? Mr. Man is cool. We all have our opinion. That's right, Tony. That's right. Don't follow that fake narrative stuff that he's talking about. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody in there feeling about nothing. He ain't Keith Thurman. And I only get in my feelings with him. You know what I mean?
I'm about to say, you don't get your feelings with him. You call it like you see it.
Exactly. Mr. Man did talking stuff, but let's roll the videotape, man.
They nod off to me, you know.
No, nah, it's too friendly.
Right,
too
right.
friendly. It's too friendly. You got me like the Roberto the man. Suck it. Give me the ring. We signed a contract, bitch.
Right.
You know, when you in this business, your whole purpose is to crush the world to your feet, man. Look out there, think he could beat you. Get the fuck out of here.
Facts.
That's just real talk. That's from a fighting top.
See? There we go. Right there. They want him to be something he's not, Lou. That's not him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because Tyson had a different level call. Tyson was something wrong. Something was wrong with him back in the days when he would do what he did with the
wrong with him now. That's why he's smoking all that weed.
When he was in the press conferences, I will say this: everybody has their own style of calling people out. I will say that. So maybe that's why I feel like he was uncomfortable because that's not him. And like I said, I get the brothers confused. So, like you said, that's why I said let's just roll the tape and we can kind of go from there. But what you said, it had some merits to it.
Exactly. He's not, that's just not his demeanor right there. You know what I mean? He just don't do it the way Mike Tyson wanted him to do and stuff like that. But he done already called all these guys out. He done said their names before. You know what I mean? These dudes trying to debuff it. So you in here, Lewis really smoke weed. Nah, I don't smoke, baby. Sorry. And there you go, Warzone. I mean, we're gonna get him today, baby. Facts. Two different mindsets. I'm getting all these dudes today, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna debunk all these dudes. You know what I mean? Even the light-skinned lubes of the world. Talking about he look uncomfortable. You know what I mean? We're gonna debunk all these because he ain't hollering and screaming. He just mellow. He Jermall Charlo. Now that was Jermall Charlo, shit. Him and Tyson mess around being there throwing punches.
Yeah, I do like what Charlo said. He said it's not like he told Tyson. He says not like back when you were fighting. He said things are different now. The politics, the promoters, and things like that. So he did put that out there, and there's truth to it. We just talked about it on Wednesday with Chop, politics and stuff like that. So he brought a lot of stuff to the forefront. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense.
Exactly.
A pedigree perspective.
And you know what? It's easy to create that buzz with the social media too. You
should be fighting. They gonna wait till you get out of your prime, then fight you, man. You should be fighting them right now. The best prime. You should be calling them out.
I think he's the best anyway at that point.
Well, I think that too, but I need him to prove it.
Right.
The world needs him to prove it.
Yeah.
Before he goes to a wheelchair or something, man. Come on, we gotta start fighting. What's your brother, 154?
154.
Now imagine if Errol Spence went up and fought him. Imagine what kind of money they can make.
Yeah.
See, that's what this is all about.
They train together, though.
Dig, that's the only reason. If you're friends, you will be my friend. Let's help me get me some money. Let's fight and get $10 million. That's what my friend do.
All right. I think that fight going to happen. I'm telling y'all now. Don't be surprised if Jermall Charlo fight Errol Spence. They got two different trainers. I'm telling you. But you know what I mean? Lou, I'll tell you, Lou, don't worry about it. I think that fight going to happen, man.
Yeah, you said it. I remember we talked a little while ago. You said, don't be surprised. And hey, boom, guess what? We right here. The exit could be coming up. The exit can be coming up.
Warzone said, you done turned on Lou. Nah, Warzone, man. Lou don't always agree, baby. I love him when he disagree because He got to explain himself.
Hey, look. Hey,
nobody no different, baby.
That's right. We gotta. Hey, look. If he feel one way and I feel one way, guess what? It's okay. The name of the show is called The Rebuttal Entertainment, and I want to go with what Tyson just said. It makes sense. Back then they didn't have no friends. Just think about the Ali. You look at the movie, and most of it was true. When Ali and not Foreman, Smoking Joe Frazier. Yeah, Frazier. They were in the car. They were friends, but guess what? They fought 3 times, 3 wars. So if Earl Spence decided to move up in 154 and fight Charlo, guess what? Like Tyson said, it's gonna make a lot of money. And it's
that gonna be the fight of the year.
Exactly.
You know, Mike Tyson say, yeah, friends help friends get money. Facts. You know what I mean? Exactly, man. I mean, I don't understand some of these guys, man. You know what I mean? When they want to put these false narratives up here because, you know, they hate a certain guy and stuff like that. When I talk about them, I don't put no false narratives up there. I just speak facts. I mean, facts. It seems like they don't like facts around here, Warzone. They don't like facts around this joint, man. You know, Lorenzo Copeland here, he say, it's all right to disagree with something. It sure is.
That's right, Lorenzo Copeland, my guy. What's up, champ? Happy Friday.
Exactly. That's what we doing with Rebuttal Entertainment. We agree to disagree. We're not putting you out. We're not going to be mad at you. We're just going to keep, you know, rebutting. And then if you piss me off, then I might put the number up on there and put a link in there. Then you really got to explain yourself.
Hey, look,
you know what I mean?
Like this. Call me.
That's right. You know what I mean? Then you're going to really have to explain yourself. Let's see what else Tyson talking about. We running this thing today.
Let's go.
My friend fights me and helps me help my. That's what friends do. I go to the same party, we go to the same church, whatever.
Have you ever had somebody that was your friend?
I fought Henry Tillman, yeah.
But I'm saying, like, did you take it easy on him?
He wasn't taking it easy on me. He already kicked my ass 2 times in the amateurs.
Yeah.
You know?
Because, like, if that's your boy, that's hard to let the hands loose.
No.
Well,
if that's your boy, you gonna let him starve, you gonna let his family starve.
That's how you got.
You can help him out.
Right.
I don't got no friends in boxing. It's just
see,
my
that's
brother.
what I'm talking about.
Like,
now let me talk about that right there. You know, would you throw your hand? Hell yeah, you're gonna throw your hand. Well, know why? And it wasn't because nothing what they said, Lou. You know what? Bragging rights. Nigga, you remember I whooped your ass in that ring? You know what I mean? Bragging rights. That's what that thing is. That's what it ain't about that. No, okay, yeah, we're gonna go. Then you bring it up when you get like 5 years down, 10. Yeah, we fought, I whooped that ass. You know what I mean, Lou?
Getting that ass.
Yeah. So, son of God, what's going on, champ? Yeah, we're gonna debunk all this misconceptions today, man. These false narratives, these guys like Mr. Man want to put out here, and Lou want to put out here, and Blue Blood, and all these guys want to put out here. You know what I mean? Salute to Tony and Martin. Yeah, we're gonna debunk it all day, and we're gonna break it down while we're doing it. You know what I mean? We already ran Diego out of here. You know, Diego, he here somewhere. Don't run, Diego. Come on back up in here. Let me speed some of this stuff up a little bit. You know what I mean?
No more.
Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. Stop but listen, this is really a beautiful show today. And the co-host is you're just marvelous. You know.
Oh man, this is an honor for me.
I want to hear Paul Pierce talk.
I know.
You know, but that's what makes you great.
You know, fight that really just. That's what the 80s was, in your face. 80s were in your face. And that's how the fighters were. We just in everybody's face.
It wasn't no.
This is not the 80s. Lou, it's not the 80s. It's not the 80s, Lou.
You're right. It's
you know
changed.
What I mean?
It's
back
definitely
then,
changed.
they ain't had no social media. They ain't had no social media, no nothing. You know what I mean? So they just in your face, they start throwing punches and everything. You know what I mean?
It's totally
different now. You know what I mean? I don't know what Mike Tyson, you know, he that weed be getting to him, but I understand what he's saying. Mike Tyson gonna always had that mentality, you know what I mean? That old school mentality, you know what I mean? Get in their face and let's fight and stuff like that, but it ain't like that no more. It ain't
You
like
gotta
that no
think
more,
about
man.
who he came up under, Lewis. He came up under Customato, Kevin Rooney, and Teddy Atlas. Those were 3 people that was in his corner consistently when he was coming up. So he's gonna always have the old school mentality. So that's never gonna change. We just gotta, as podcasters, we gotta work around that and just know, like, look, it's different back then. You didn't have that many promoters and promotional companies involved in the pot like it is now. And those are facts.
Warzone say Paul Pierce looking like a California raisin with them shades on.
Big old Bama.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Bama, you know what I mean? But all that money, man. Yeah, come on, man. Let's get some of this stuff started. Let's get to the juicy stuff, man. You know what I mean?
I mean, the best out there.
I want to see you. You ever fight that guy? What was his name? They call him Dog?
The dog.
The dog. What was his name?
I only know one dog. I think Anthony Durrell.
That's him.
Anthony Durrell?
Yeah, you never fought him before?
Nah,
never in the
him.
amateurs?
Nah, never.
Never.
I think them guys was like.
You ever think about Benavidez? Would you fight him?
I fight him for sure.
Yeah.
Then
why you not getting?
He said he fight anybody. He ready.
Right. You know that.
I know. Why did not let you fight this guy? This guy got me calling him the Mexican monk. Everybody's scared of this guy. And I hear you saying you want to fight.
I just think his value is low. It's not worth as much as
God damn!
I'd rather get one of the best in the world right now that got a belt.
Then why are you not fighting Canelo?
I'm just waiting. It's not like it was whenever when you.
If that's what he look uncomfortable, Lou, if he don't look uncomfortable to me, do he look uncomfortable? If that's the part you talked about?
That was a little bit. It was his body language, man. It wasn't what he said. It was his body language. Maybe I must have misread it, but I feel like his body language was a little shaky right there. Because Tyson response. Okay, Lewis, me and you both know Benavidez couldn't make that weight if you paid him $10 million. He couldn't do it just to make the weight.
I came off the start of the show killing him.
Yeah. If he's not, look how many times he missed weight. So you tell him he's gonna get down to 160. He got a problem making 168.
Exactly.
But it's just Tyson response is what, like, look at his face. He looks out of the pocket. Maybe it's just me. Maybe me and Mr. Man reading the same way.
What kind of face you want him to make? I mean, what's
like a normal face? He looks like he's not in form of himself, if that makes sense. That's just me.
Guess.
That's just
he
me.
looked like a chill, comfortable, just answering the question. That's how he looked to me. You know what I mean?
You know I like Charlo, right? You know that, right?
I don't care if you like him or not. We just speaking facts on here. Tyson, Son of God said Tyson had a 2-for-1 knockout on his smoke. Yeah, Mike Tyson. Y'all don't know this, but I wasn't a Tyson fan. I just want to let y'all know that. You know what I mean? Don't forget, Tyson also had Don King. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, but, you know, we're going to break it all down today. Kiki, don't be covering for Lou. You know, how you know who looked uncomfortable? Get out of my chat.
Kiki, what's up? Happy Friday to you.
Oh, man. Tony said, wow, I must not be seeing what y'all are seeing. That are saying he's uncomfortable. Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, you know what? Maybe he looked irritated that Tyson asked him that because he done answered it before. Is that better? Irritated, maybe?
Yeah.
Kiki say it's the way Tyson is putting it on him. But shoot, people don't put it on him worse than that. Lou, you think he looked unsure of himself too, you?
Yeah, a little bit. It looked like Tyson hit an uncomfortable pocket for him, and that's what it seems like to me. I would never say he was scared or a thing like that, because you got to think it's lions only with them, and that's why I like them, because they stand up type people, fighters. Something that just made me feel like he looks uncomfortable.
Kiki say she watching it just like us.
He was coming up and boxing. I gotta go through.
Listen, you just start talking about his mother, his family.
That don't work.
Get a fight.
That'll make him not
man.
No,
boxing different now.
No, look, it's different. No, but look, I see.
It just look like he just mellow and calm, and Tyson just going by irate. And Jeffrey, you need to do this. And he just being mellow on. I just don't say it, but we're going to
at the fight, the last Nello fight, and he was over there ringside kind of calling him out. I felt like, I don't know what he said, but it looked like he wanted some of that.
Right. Like Roberto Duran, suck this. Give me this motherfucker. Get in the ring. We sign a contract, bitch.
See, that's not his character, y'all.
Yeah,
that is not his character.
Yeah, Tyson. Yeah, you know what? Tyson, his demeanor catches people. You be here and he be way up here. He be like, you bitch, motherfucker.
Yeah, you be like, I got you. You at level 6, Tyson at level 20.
Man.
Yeah, give him a finger. Be like the Rand used to curse everybody out though, man. He used to talk about Sugar Ray Leonard's wife and everything. So a girlfriend. Roberto Duran was crazy, man. Tyson telling him, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Yeah, that's what he telling him. Exactly. But that's not his character. Now, if that was Jermall Charlo, if the other one, the little Charlo, it'd have been a big difference. Brian coming out with jokes today. Son of God coming out with jokes today. What did he say? He say Tyson got Don King in the back banging up for his business. Man, Don King is 90 years old. He ain't nowhere. There you go, Warzone. That's what I'm trying to say, man. I think they judging him with the Charlo personality. 2 different personalities, man. Exactly. He said I brought it up. I ain't bring nothing up, man. We're gonna break this thing down and debunk all this crap.
Right.
When you're in this business, your whole purpose is to crush the world to your feet, man. Motherfucker out there think he could beat you. Get the fuck out of here.
Facts.
That's just real talk. That's from a fighting top pedigree perspective.
And you know what? It's easy to create that buzz with the social media too. You
should be fighting. They're gonna wait till you get out of your prime, then fight you, man. You should be fighting them right now in the best prime. You should be calling them out.
I think he does.
Now, there, Lou, I totally agree with Mike Tyson. He should be fighting the best right now. I totally agree. Why he ain't fighting them? Let's ask Al Heyman, Lou. Let's ask Al Heyman and why he's not fighting these guys. Well, let's start off. Andre had a chance. He pulled out again. A month ago. He said no. Canelo had a chance, $50 million. Canelo, no. You know what I mean? He can't fight Benavidez. Benavidez at 68, and he can't make weight. So y'all keep putting all these fake narratives in there. If he go up to, let's say he go up to 68 to fight Benavidez, Lou, right? Benavidez come on the scale and ain't even make it.
Yeah.
Then what?
And that's a chance. There's a high chance that happens.
Exactly. I mean, it's just crazy, man, how they keep putting all these false narratives out there. And I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say names. Blue Blood Sports TV, that guy, he don't like Jermall Charlo. Say he's 32 years old. Yeah, 31, about to be 32. He ain't fought number two champions. Okay, Blue, how many champions you fought, nigga? But that'll be personal, so I ain't going to say that. Okay, Blue, how many champions have David Benavidez fought? How many champions had Demetrius Andre fought? Can anybody answer that? Women's Sexy, can you Google it?
Slim to none.
How many champions? Yeah. So why is it different for Jermall Charlo, Lou? Why they don't have the same energy with the other guys? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, it's the same thing, man. Like you said, I agree with what Tyson said, but I'm with you. It's been plenty of fights that Charlo could have had. He pulled out, guy couldn't make weight, and guys just not wanting to fight him. So that's not his fault. That's one thing that we always talk about, Lewis. It needs to change in boxing. So I'm with you on that. Like, if you pay attention to boxing, if you see Charlo in his last 2 or 3 years, how he hasn't got the fights that you guys are talking about now, with Andre pulling out. And then Benavidez, everybody wants this fight to happen. Okay, if he comes down to 160, he can't make the weight. So then that would make a gamble for Charlo have to move to 168. So to me, it's just unfair. I'm gonna call it right down the middle. It's just
they don't keep the same narrative. See, when the clown dude mentioned that stuff, he didn't say them guys. it's all about Jermall Charlo because he don't like
Mhm.
Jermall Charlo because Jermall Charlo told him when he see him, gonna smack the shit out of him. And that's Blue Blood Sports TV. You know what I mean? But Jermall Charlo like Blue Blood. You know what I mean? So it's just different narratives, man. I understand what he's saying, but you know, if you're gonna say it, have the same energy for the two guys that you want him to fight. How many champions have they fought? You know what I mean? So I mean, it's just crazy. It's just crazy how they be spitting these fake narratives, man. Son of God said Tyson mind is stuck sometimes in the 90s. Paul Warzone has Paul Pierce joined a gang? I don't know, man. I don't know.
He just enjoying retired life. That's all.
Exactly. Son of God said this don't work in boxing today. Exactly, man. It don't, man. Like, you know, it just don't work. It worked for some people, you know what I mean? It ain't work for Andre. Charlo told him things are different today than back in today. Yes, he did. You know what I mean? So come on in here. Hit the narrative. Y'all want to spread these false narratives? Put it in the comment section. I'm the narrative debunk. I'm going to debunk all the bull crap y'all was talking today, man. I'm a debunker. Come on. I'm going to speed something up. Let's see. Maybe we can catch something I want to hear. You know what I mean? Let's see what Charlo talking
Who
about.
won it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name the please.
Hands
Let me go back. There you go. He wanted
loose.
No.
Well,
If that's your boy, you gonna let him starve, gonna let his family starve.
that's how you got.
Then you can help him out.
Right.
I don't got no friends in boxing. It's just me
See,
and my
that's
brother.
what I'm talking about.
Like, I don't know that.
You know, listen, then that's why you should be calling every
And that's
Sugar
what
Ray
we do.
Leonard. Listen,
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Let's tell him,
Right.
We
Champ.
called Canelo out for 5-6 years.
Tell him
already.
again,
and
Champ.
fight the next best guy, the Mexican monster,
Who?
Benavidez.
He ain't no
Tell him
Mexican
again,
monster.
Champ.
Oh,
Who got
Lou,
everybody's
he don't
scared
look
of him. Nobody.
uncomfortable. Let me come back in here. He look uncomfortable, Lou? Look at his face. The Mexican monster. Nigga, he ain't no motherfucking Mexican monster. What the fuck you talking about? You see that face? What the hell they talking about, Tony Lynn? What they talking about, Son of God and Warzone? What is Lou and them talking about? Mr. Man, he ain't look uncomfortable this. I got to break it down for these guys so they can really see it. He look like
Verbatim.
he's still Tyson. Mexican. Hey, Lou, he like Mexican monster. Nigga, who was that?
Yeah, I did like the way he said that though. He was like Mexican monster. Like, man, who is that?
Oh my God. Man, Tony say calling out is just dumb. Be a man about yours and tell your camp who you want, work out a deal, and make it happen.
That's right, Tony.
What was I say? Charlo said he's the Mexican marshmallow. Exactly.
You ain't lying about that.
I mean, some podcasts like he felt uncomfortable. He looked scared. Where at? See, they put this to their fan base.
I ain't say scared though. He just looked uncomfortable.
I said some podcasters, Lou. I said that. I know. And they spread these false narrative, but you know what? I'm gonna bunk them today. If y'all see something I'm missing, y'all let me know. Because right then and there, when he met David Benavidez, it looked like to me he got angry.
Like
I
a
mean,
hidden
Lou,
nerve.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Like
I'll say that. Hey, it did.
You know,
He
Tyson wanted him to call his name out.
Like
You know, I mean, for what?
I actually love the video. I loved it. I love the video.
Monster, my head. You know what I mean? Look at him. He looked like he ready to punch Tyson in the face.
We scared of we box. We're not scared of no human on earth.
Who said that before, Lou?
I'm not
listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out.
What's up? It's the Jermall the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who won it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name the names. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Benavidez.
Nello. All of them.
We want Benavidez.
He wants shit.
He want real one of the homie shit. We can get in there. Tangle.
Call them some name. Call them business.
Lou, see, they don't do that no more, Lou. I mean,
Look, Tyson just
now,
so savage,
if there was
man.
if there was Adrian Broner, it would be a hell of an interview. Because you know, Adrian Broner called all
It's
of
up
these
his
names
alley.
out. That exactly two different Warzone said.
Is it safe to say that it's levels to this shit? Is it safe to say it's levels to this shit? Like when we talk about Yeah, talking trash, and just because Tyson be on 20 and he wants you to be at his 20, and if you're not at his 20, then he don't feel like you delivering what needs to be delivered. Maybe it's just me.
Exactly. Tyson want to eat people kids, so we don't even know if we want to be on his level. You know what I mean? After I eat your kids, I want to say God praise Allah. I mean,
right.
I mean, come on, man. You know what I mean? We don't want to be on this level. So y'all up in here, hit the like button, man. Hit the subscribe button. Come on up in here, man. Bring all y'all false narrative. I got something for Kiki too. What's she that? What that joint at? Is it up here? Is it? I got something for Kiki. You want to come up in here? You can't handle the truth. Kiki, you hear that? You can't handle the truth. I like messing with you. Dante say, much time in boxing when it's quiet, the fight happens out of nowhere. Exactly. Maybe that's what happened with some of the fights we want to see. You know what I mean? Was gonna say I like some trash talk as well. It made Floyd the richest ever. Skills look at Fury and Wilder. Exactly. Nothing wrong with exactly trash talk. That's just like J-Rob. So you got to piss Paul Charlo off to really funny talk. J-Rob was talking all that. Excuse me. When he was talking all that shit and talking that I beat your ass, and they started trash talking. He started trash talking then. He started trash talking then, Lou, didn't he?
Yeah.
Not the dude until tomorrow. He ain't been right since. He ain't take a punch since. Oh, man. Kiki say, I don't think he is scared either. He just looked uncomfortable, and I think it's because Tyson caught him off guard. Don't think he was expecting Tyson to come like that in the interview. I don't know. I mean, maybe not. Maybe you're right, but it's Mike Tyson. You expect the unexpected.
I was just about to say that. You expect the unexpected.
That's just me. Exactly. So I don't know why he to me it's just like he just calm, Luke. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? It's just like he's just calm, man. But let's see.
Say something now. Call him back. Say something like that.
I gotta disrespect him. Let him know. Mike, it ain't like that. It ain't like that.
Okay, I'm
That's
sorry.
right.
I'm sorry. But listen, this is really a beautiful show today. The code is just, man, you're just marvelous, you know.
Oh man, this is an honor, truthfully, for me, because
man, we don't want to hear what you guys say, man.
Everything turning into like NFTs and all the metaverse and stuff like that. That's just it's just kind of what the world
got the calm demeanor, Luke. You know what I mean?
But teach his own.
Jamel be frowning and
I haven't really seen one of those YouTubers get in there with like a real boxer, like somebody like go fight for the WB.
Right now they talk when they ask him what about YouTubers. And like you said, the same thing me and Lou been saying since we've been in here. YouTubers need to fight real boxers.
Yeah.
Then we'll see what's going on with them. You know what I mean, Lou?
Yep. And hold their ass accountable. You can't until then.
Exactly. Warzone say, then look at Spence and Crawford silent assassins. Exactly. You know what I mean? Tyson got to have guys like Ryan Garcia, Blair Carr up there. They will talk crazy. Exactly, man. And this why I made this video today, because these people crazy, man. I mean, when you say this stuff, the dude look uncomfortable, scared, like he ain't fought nobody and all this stuff and all that. Who has? You know what I mean? Only certain ones in each division have fought every single body. You know what I mean? Only certain one in each division. And when it's like when he about to fight somebody, something happened. Like, for instance, Jaime McGill. Both of them signed the fight. Oscar wanted more. Oscar screwed that fight up. So what do you want him to do? He had Triple G $50 million, Luke, right?
Yep.
Right, Luke? Okay.
Yep,
Triple G said Triple G said no, right? I mean, not Triple G. Canelo said no, right?
He turned it down and went for Bivol, yeah.
Exactly. He just had a fight with Jaime McGill. Oscar turned it down, right?
Yep.
So this is the third option. I mean, what do they want, Lou?
Hey, look, they want the cake and eat it too. But what they're not looking at is that these fights are not being made, not because of the fighters, it's because of promotion, promoters to be exact. And then people gotta start looking at that. It's no fault to you can't fault the fighters. At the end of the day, fighters fight, promoters promote. That's it. They both need each other to make this shit happen. That's it.
Yeah, you're right. Dante says Spence, Bud, and Canelo would have been thrown off by Tyson too. It's the way Tyson talking. Yeah. Monica says she loved Mike. I never was a Mike Tyson fan.
I will say this, and he made 50 Cent uncomfortable. That enough said. Mike Tyson made 50 Cent feel uncomfortable.
Lorenzo Jackson said the other Charlo would have been time enough, and I'm trying to tell you, for Tyson. In that interview, he would have been talking big trash to Mike. And you know what the first thing he would have said? I'm not my brother. That's exactly what he would have said, Lou. I'm not my brother. You know,
yeah,
bring it.
That dude have some legs, Lewis, because I honestly, and I'm not just going back off on my word, I actually thought that I get the brothers mixed up. And I thought it was the other brother that, you know, that was on the show.
Jermall 54. This Jermall 60. This the big brother, not the little brother.
Okay.
Oh man. Yeah. Let's see what's good.
Mike's supposed to fight Jake Paul. Yeah, I heard about that.
Who told me that? Nobody ain't told me that.
Oh, come on. How you don't know?
Ain't nobody ain't signed no. Hey, I don't got no fucking money
right now.
Where the fucking contract? I don't got no.
How you ain't heard that?
Yeah, this is gonna be one of the big man. This
I don't want to hear that.
You was just telling me to talk.
I don't know nothing.
I told him that shit.
The best
He was just
out there,
telling
the
him-
best in the world. Let's just
He
get
was
in
just
there.
telling him to
Don't
talk.
got too much longer.
Shit, blonde hair shit. That shit is very expensive.
Oh, this was funny.
More money. Shit.
Straight up.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Who these? When you see these guys out in public, what do? You say hi? You slap them fire? What's it like? And then these fighters, like you saw them out in public.
I don't
If he was right there, it's
They don't be outside.
They'll be outside like
He
that.
be outside.
Them dudes don't come outside. They fight.
He be
And if they see me,
outside.
But just saying,
they already
in
know,
case
look,
they do see each
we
other.
not known. I'm not. Me and my twin brother not known for like, oh, you can just come up and just say what you want to say to, you know, me and my brother. Just, you know, it's smooth, get away with it. It'd probably be a fight right there. Like, we ain't finna like, you know, like talk about it.
Soon you see that,
Tyson want chaos, Lou. Tyson want chaos.
He wants you to be like, man, I'm gonna eat your kids.
It's just not that personality, man. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it yet. Kiki, I ain't see nothing uncomfortable yet. There she go. Hey, Miss Sexy, what's going on? Salute to Tony and my sister. She's saluting everybody. What's going on? Yeah, you know
What's
what
up,
I mean?
Miss Sexy?
Somebody need to go see him. I want somebody to go Google so many champions Andrade and Benavidez fought. That's what I need. Go see how many champions they fought, Lou. Because, you know, we're going to debunk all this crap, Lou.
Yeah, we already we locked in.
Yes. Oh, this is beautiful. God, who you want to fight again?
Man, I want to fight the best out there, the best in the world. Let's just get in there. We don't got too much longer. I'm 31 now.
Oh, you got a lot of time longer.
I'm
Chad
old like
would say,
you,
hey, no compassion. Okay, no compassion.
Who the best pound for pound in your eye?
Man,
Right now.
Gotta go with Canelo.
You think he the best? You think he the best pound for
I
pound?
mean, right now we looking at pound for pound.
for pound.
What?
All right, there you go, Lou. What you think?
I thought it.
What you think, Lou?
Straight. When he said about Canelo,
Hello?
can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I'm saying it sounded like it was a delay. I liked it.
I can hear you.
I like that he said that he gave Canelo his credit. He gave Canelo his credit. I like that. It tells me that he knows that Canelo's the guy and he want to fight him. That's it. I mean, I like to see one champion gives another champion credit, man. He gave him his kudos. He said he's pound for pound guy. That's what I took from it. Just giving the guys credit. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. Dante all say, you got to understand, this the man that beat Miss Green up on the street, another boxer. Yeah, Tyson wants you to start chaos. That's what he wants. He wants chaos drawn, man. And that's just not the man personality. It's not the man personality, man. I mean, so all this stuff with the man is scared and uncomfortable, don't want to talk to Mike Tyson and don't want to fight. Then they like, oh, he ain't want to call nobody out. He done called them out 50 million times. He even just meant David Benavidez. I mean, Lou, why, what I'm asking is, why they don't have the same energy for the rest of these fighters that he want to fight, they want him to fight?
That's, you know what it is. That's what it is, man. Double standards, man. That's just the way things are. I would like to see it like that all around the board. Call it like you see it.
Yeah, hey, Dante, I understand that. I don't like that they saying Canelo the best. I would have said I am the best pound for pound. I wouldn't have said it. You know what I mean? Now, Jermall Charlo can say it because he fought everybody. Jermall know he hasn't fought everybody. He know Canelo out there beating the brakes off every single body out there, so he giving the man his prop. I don't look at him as downgrading himself, man, but, you know, something like Lou said. Hey, you got to get a man his kudos right now. You know what I mean? You know.
Now, if he asked him if he was to fight Canelo and he thought Canelo would beat him, I would have a problem with that.
That'd have been a totally different story. Exactly.
Yeah,
but totally, you know damn well he wasn't saying nothing like that.
Hell no, that's lines only.
But you know what? Since we're gonna come back to this. Since we on this, right? We on this, Lou. Since we on this, who I told you I think can beat Canelo? I say Jermall Charlo, right? And I even say Canelo knocks out Dave Benavidez. Remember that? I say because he just straight for him. He throwing no punches. You know, he gonna be here. He come you know, he gonna counter punch him to death. You know what I mean? And that's why I say I think he'll beat him, right? So I got something here for everybody. You know what I mean? I've been working. And this guy, he ain't race no more. He ain't got no horse in the race no more. And you know I don't like him, so what he said about Earl Spence. But let's see what he got to say when they ask him who he think could be Canelo Alvarez. You know what I mean?
He's a great guy. See,
Bernard.
Yo, what's up? Oh, hey, what's up, man? Let's go behind and go to bed.
Come on now. We think to beat Canelo Alvarez. That's what they asked him.
What did he ask him?
I just want to try something real quick. I know
the one I'm looking for. They asked him who we think had the chance to beat Canelo Alvarez. You know who he said, right? Hey, BF up in the house. What's going on, BF? Yeah, I'm in here debunking all this bull crap them dudes been saying today, man. But they asked Bernard a question. I don't think I can't stand Bernard since what he said about Earl Spence. But he was telling some truth there. I told they asked him if he fight David Benavidez, what will happen? Bernard say he knocks him out. And I totally agree. You know what I mean? Just because you throwing all them punches, that's right up Canelo alley. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right up his alley.
What's up, BF?
He say Jermall Charlo would give him credit because he got the man, he got the length and stuff like that. And Jermall, when they asked Jermall when Tyson asked him what was he do, he said, you got to bang with him. You can't just, you know what I mean, Lou? Like we said that. Canelo needs somebody going to sit there and bang with him. You're going to show him that, you know, I ain't scared. I ain't scared. That's how it is, man. I mean, these dudes going to stop spreading these false narratives around here, man. And we're just going to debunk them. Now, I mean, this is not the video. I thought I had the other one. This is not the one I was looking for, man. It was the Monster Vega video, but we're gonna go back to Charlo, man, because I mean, that thing was crazy to walk, man. You know what I mean? Can you see it, Lou? Oh, I gotta put it on the screen again. Yeah.
Oh no, it went out.
That's all. I'm talking. No, I got you. Eric up in the building. We're gonna debunk all these narratives, all these misconceptions about this shit here. I'm tired of these dudes spreading these false narratives up in this joint, man. You know, this dude ain't fighting nobody. This guy ain't fighting it. You know what I mean? He only fought 2 champions and all this. Like I said before, how many champions did Andre fight? How many champions did David Benavidez fight, Lou? I mean, wait, Miss Saxon, go Google that for me. I want to know. Stop. You know, when it comes to the Charlo brother, Lou, we know that a lot of people don't like him, but you know, I'm straight down the line. I can care less. I'm just gonna be straightforward about it. A lot of people don't like him, but you know, if you're gonna spit it, stop spitting false narratives.
Yeah, split it down the middle, man. I get
a lot of false narratives around here. The man will call everybody out. Exactly.
And they've been doing it for years, man. I just don't like the double standards.
What more you want him to do?
Right.
Double standards. If you're gonna say this guy ain't fought him but 2 champs, go ahead, Lou.
No, I'm just saying it's just like you said, the false narrative, man. It's like first of all, what's up, BF? What's up, Eric? Happy Friday to you guys, man. I just don't like the double standards because fights are not happening because of promoters. But when it happens to Charlo, it makes them seem like they scared, this, that, or the other. When it happens to other fighters, it's not much said. Like Canelo. You know what I'm saying? I think Canelo is pound for pound. And we both said that we wanted to see him fight David Benavidez. We didn't think he could beat him, but we just think that it'd be a good fight. It'd make for a good fight. So with that being said, man, I just don't like the double standards. I just don't.
Yeah, that's because they got hatred in the heart for this guy, man. But you know,
I think a fighter that goes from weight division become champion at all the
consistency.
Yeah, he's become champion at all the divisions, and you know, he deserves it.
All right, okay.
We gotta take Pacquiao out of there.
Yeah, out of there.
Yeah, we gotta stop mentioning Keith Thurman.
I ain't saying Keith Thurman.
Right, but he's not in pound for pound though. That's the thing. My brother definitely belongs in pound for pound.
I agree.
That's the case. I'm cool with just being in it.
Yeah. Well, you definitely one of the best.
You know what I mean? I totally agree.
Yeah,
I totally agree, man. You know what I mean? How Jermall Charlo not in pound for pound, Luke?
Yeah.
How Jermall Charlo not in pound for pound, Luke?
That's a good question, man. I mean, he didn't fought some of the best, man. It's no, like I said, man, I just think it's double standards, man. He belong in there. I truly believe he belong in the race.
Someone keep them Charlos off the TV screen. We ain't thinking about you, Eric. No jokes today, champ. I ain't even playing with him today. You know, I'll bring your ass to rebuttal court in a minute. Dante say, why GGG never fought Maul? They've been middleweight for years. Exactly. And when he called him out, what did he always say? Where you at, GGG? Where you at? He the only one called him GGG. You know, but people forget that. You know what I mean? BF say, why Benavidez didn't fight Bivol? Exactly. We can go on and on with this stuff.
Yeah, we can go on.
No. Exactly, man. I mean,
I'll answer that though. That might have BF. I think it was the money because Benavidez, if he make more money fight Canelo, we agree with that, right? I think if he fight Bivol, the risk is not worth the reward. It's where he probably is looking at. That's just my take.
Yeah, and like when you do stuff like that, man. I told everybody, Benavidez this, Benavidez that. Lou, when I made that video 3-4 months ago, I got the receipts. When I told when that day Benavidez said that he wanted to fight Jermall Charlo and he would go down to 60. You know, I went off, remember?
Yeah,
I went off of that mother. Nigga, your big ass can't even make 68. How you gonna make 60? You done missed weight twice. And you talking about you want to fight Jermall Charlo. He what Devin Haney say with that word they use? Capping. He was capping, Lou. You know what I mean? No damn well his big ass can't make no 60, man. See, all these fakeness, you know, I'm rebutting all these dudes in this bullshit. BF say why Triple G can move to 168 to fight Canelo, but not to fight Benavidez. Exactly. Because Triple G, everybody know this is his last fight. We all know this is a cash out fight. But you know what, Lou? He might not make it. Lou, put $50 on the upset just in case.
Hey, look, I mean? I might gonna have to do that. Take some birthday money, dog.
Look, Triple G 40 years old. The young Marauder might beat his ass. You never know, man. Eric say, I agree, Dante Hall. Don't the IBF make people fight the Mandos? Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You can get behind Maul if you want to. They need to PR people. Like we need, they don't need no PR people. They doing just right. They two different Charlos. One is passionate and one is mellow. It's just simple as that. Buckle, I ain't joking. We know common sense is the kryptonite. Yeah, but one is mellow, one is passionate. They don't need no PR stuff. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I think the Charlo, especially Jermall, he say shit just to see people reaction. You know what I mean? And then he go back saying, look, they listen to me say this stupid shit. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Just like when he talking about when he said something about I forgot we talking Benavidez, take the get the shot and all this when he was drinking and saying all that crazy shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And people was running with it and all that stuff, man. These crazy. Benavidez is good, but I suggest people go back and watch the Darrell fight. And Darrell was post his prime. Yeah, Darrell was beating him till what, 10th round? Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
10th round. Exactly.
Darrell was past his prime at that fight, man. That's what I believe. He was a little past his prime. Man.
Yeah, we're gonna debunk all the misconceptions, all these misconceptions. Where Miss Sexy at? You know what I mean? I hate to say it. We're Blue Blood. Talk about, Jermall 42, 30-something. He ain't fought up with 2 champions. Yeah. How many champions did David Benavidez fight? How many champions did Andre fight? Mention that. Did he also, like I said, he also didn't mention Jermall Charlo told him that if you see him in the street, he's going to smack the shit out of him. That's what he said. That's why he don't like Jermall Charlo. You know what I mean? Even though he said something that was accurate, but he don't say nothing about Jermall because Jermall like him. You know what I mean? So they spread, you spread what they want to spread. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. Darrell was beating the fuck out of him.
Mm-hmm. And if he wasn't past his prime, he would have knocked him out. That's just what I think.
Miss Sex say, I think he only fought one, Andre. I mean, see, that's a double shit we talk about, Lou. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Don't double stand there. Be straight down the middle like me,
Call
man.
a spade a spade, dog. Call a spade a spade.
Because everybody great in their own way.
You the best, though. That's a number. That's like a number. Number pound for pound.
But I'm hearing different names all the time. One week they say Canelo, Terrence Crawford.
Damn sure ain't Terrence Crawford.
It's like somebody knew somebody.
No one's ever the good. It's never going to be the greatest of all time because everybody's going to have the era when they're great to the end of time.
Yeah,
Mike, you one of the greatest of all time. Of all times, nobody ever left up
then millenniums go by and stuff. And it's good to be sometimes no one's better to be a legend. Just be a picture on the wall. That's Uncle Mike.
What you think about right now? Like, okay, what you think of Joshua, by the way?
I think Joshua. I think he can still learn some stuff.
Hey, Lou, he went on Joshua. He said the same thing we said about Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Joshua too big to be trying to out jab a master boxer. You know what I mean?
That's and it's good to hear, Tyson perspective because it make us feel like. Not saying it make us feel like, but we know what our assessment on that fight was right on point, man. I just like to hear from the champion's voice. We said the same thing. Why would you try to outbox a master boxer and a smaller weight? You use your size. You posted Debo on, and Tyson had the same perspective, man. The same perspective.
Miss Sex said this is a hard one. Read on Bosswet. All they do is need to fight each other. Period. Yeah. Exactly, Eric. But we're going to break it down. Since they ain't fighting each other. Tired of them goofy shit that includes Canelo too. Yeah, they think he's the greatest man on the planet. Lewis, give this one to Lou. Oh, man, yeah. Exactly, BF. Miss Sex say too much to read on Boss Red. Yeah, exactly. But he told the truth about Anthony Joshua. I mean, watch. He said the same thing we said, Lou.
And what's the boy name? You sick?
You
sick?
I wouldn't fight him right away unless I've had him in the gym with guys that really awkward left-hand fighters, because he just really outboxed him, outsmarted him. He wasn't prepared to handle a guy with a good jab.
I mean, but he was so much smaller than him.
Fights mean nothing, when you got.
when you that big though, come on.
No, when you look at this, when you look at scales and they say he's too somebody's will and desire. Somebody's will and desire. Determination. How can you weigh that?
Well, we know him will and desire. That's for sure.
How do you weigh that? Both the same weight.
Exactly, Jermall.
Strategy was off. When you that big, that much of a he didn't fight.
No, when you're that big, your muscles need more oxygen to breathe.
But he didn't apply no pressure to do.
Well, the movement just
exactly. The movement.
This movement just threw. I've been there before. When the movement it's like dancing. Somebody just can't keep up with them dancing.
Favorite box.
Wow. It was a monster to watch.
Like today.
So many great.
Hey, Mike Tyson, don't say Earn Pride, because light skin Lou think Terrence Crawford can beat Earn Pride. So don't say Earn Pride, Mike Tyson. Light skin Lou say Terrence Crawford can beat Earn Pride. He can beat Duran. That what light skin Lou said. That's what he said. You know what I mean? If you go by light skin Lou logic, I call a spade, man. You know what it is?
Caught it right down the middle, just like I said.
I love Earn Pride, boy. Exactly. Sugar Ray ain't even want that problem. You know what I mean? Mike Tyson, right? Earn Pride was a bad mother, boy. You know what I mean? They ain't want that shit. Earn Pride was a beast, man. Sugar Ray ain't want no part of Earn Pride. None. And that's my favorite fighter ever, Sugar Ray Leonard. He ain't want none of Earn Pride, champ. Him and Lennox, look, Earn Pride, hell no. Exactly, BL. He ain't want none of that trouble, man. Come on, man. Everybody know that. Man, Lou. Man, only one for Earn Pride was Lex Arguello, and he beat that dude to a pulp every time they fought.
He did. All right, yeah. They fought 2 times, right?
So, yeah. Exactly. Eric say he talking that soft shit to the wrong motherfucker. Tyson fought everyone, big and heavyweight. Yeah, exactly. Eric. Hey, Eric, we gotta do another. But BF say Bud gets stopped in destructive fashion against Pride. Lou, don't say agree to disagree, Lou. I don't say the word. You know what I mean?
I respectfully disagree.
I think Luby.
Hey, look, I got one rolled up right here too, right here.
Exactly. Lorenzo say Earn Pride always fought with a chip on his shoulder. Chip, cocaine, and everything on his shoulder.
Yep, he did, Lorenzo. That's a good call. Yeah.
BF, you trying to kill someone with the boxing, that guy can hit. Man, Earn Pride, bad motherfucker, boy. I'm telling you. That dude, boy, he came with destructive force. You know what I mean?
I like the way he put that destructive fighter.
What's your favorite of both of y'all? Who y'all favorite fighter to watch?
I like the lightweight division. I like Haney and those guys. I like Davis. I like all that. All the big guys. Yeah, I want to see this guy
right now.
I want to see him in his obvious white.
He had a lot going on.
He had a lot going on. What about that one?
Him and his brother. They can wipe everything out. They got the potential to just wipe everything out. That's all I always wanted to do. No one can have anything say so.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what? Well, tell me, so like, what's the difference now from like your era to today? Like, what's the difference? Is it because
these dudes? I can tell you that they pussies right now.
Networks that everybody
managers. That's the difference.
No one really won.
I
don't really believe they can be.
It's a business, more business.
Exactly.
Boy, Mayweather changed the game of it.
See, Lou, I agree with all that they just said. All that they just said. You know what I mean? It's a business, man. It's a real business.
Yeah, and it's diluting
it's just crazy.
The competition. Yeah, it's diluting the competition. There's no getting around that, man. I just feel like we just hold our breath, man, and hopefully these guys, that the promoters see it in good faith and make the fights happen. That's all we can really do.
Monica say, I heard about him. Yeah, Monica, go watch some Earn Pride fights, boy. Earn Pride was a bad man. His mustache is about this thick. There's nothing that Bud
he
can
was
do
a bad
against
boy,
Pride,
man.
my love.
And you remember the look on his face, Lewis, when he would be in the stare down, he'd just be like somebody stole his lunch money or something, man. Just looking,
man,
had that
Terrence
raw
Crawford,
look.
that shit wouldn't last 5 rounds. He beat the shit out of Bud. Bud was, no, he could go left hand, go southpaw. He could do the okey doke. He could fight like Mayorga. He could do all that shit. Aaron Pryor gonna still tap that chin. When he tap that chin, down goes Crawford. Bud need a restraining order against the 80 fighters. Yeah, he do. He ain't beat none of them. I fuck with Mel in the ring. I'm off the mall train. Yeah, good. We don't want you on there anyway. I know that BF. Leave him under the pass. No, you don't know nothing, man. We got to tell you. Pride. Come on, man.
Turn into the pretty boy.
Yeah, that was cool too. But he had to get in that ring and fight too. He had to fight the best competitor. He wiped everybody out. That's why he beat everybody.
And I think that Mike Tyson defended Floyd Mayweather. He really don't like Floyd, but he knows what best is.
He took the best. He picked against him. He beat everybody, made everybody wrong.
Right.
That's why he is.
You do realize it's not up to most fighters no more.
That's what I'm saying.
Luke, just said, Luke? Luke, what you just say?
I couldn't hear. What did he say?
What you just say, Luke? Did you just say that?
Yeah.
You know it ain't up to most fighters no more.
Yeah, exactly.
People, if they don't know that, they should have known when the Jermall Charlo and Jaime McGill, they signed the contract. Oscar, dope pipe head ass and G-string wearing ass, he was doing some other shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He fucked the
fight
fight
up.
He
came out and tried to say that other reasons why the fight ain't happening. Come on, man. We see behind the closed doors, man. We see
it. Monica, man, now she say, "You telling me Bud couldn't beat nobody in the past?" I don't know. Maybe he could. I don't know. I have to do a long thinking about it. You know what I mean?
Monica, we'll never know because these fights will never happen. We'll never know.
We'll know. We can know. We know. Don't listen to Lou. Don't listen to Lou. We know. Your mic is going in and out. My mic going in and out, Lou. Turn it up. Turn it down. There you go. It ain't the mic, it's the Wi-Fi probably. You know what I mean? But we're going to get through this, baby. I ain't letting nothing go. I don't give a... I'm going to do sign language if this shit go out there. We you know what I mean, Lou? We going to do all this thing today.
Yeah. I love this video, man. I love it. It's just so raw. I love it.
Dante said Bobby Joe Young, he beat Proud. Monica said y'all wrong. Monica, he might can beat some tune-ups. Y'all piss Monica
hey, y'all
off.
Dirty,
Don't piss off, man. You know what I mean? Don't. Oh man.
The network.
No, I had to fight against things. We had different networks, and I said no. And Lennox Lewis too. I said, I'm not doing nothing unless I fight him. That's all you have to go fight. I'm not fighting nobody unless I fight him.
You can't do that now. You won't get
nobody. Take strip.
They want that money.
If I'm not fighting him, I'm not fighting nobody. That's what happened to people got the belt stripped just to fight each other.
But it's different now.
Exactly.
No, it don't have to be different.
Yeah, they got
a lot of belts out there.
Take them all. Take them all. Get them all. Wrap them up.
Pause it right there.
The business with you in here. This is about competition. You win as many championships as you win.
Go ahead.
Bingo. He said the magic word. I've been saying it. Sometimes you got to take matters into your own hand. Tell these promoters, and I think this would be a cure to some degree if these fighters say, look, I don't care about networks and none of that. Make this fight happen or we moving on. And I think if that was the mentality that the top-notch fighters going to be the only ones to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to be a C-class fighter and do that. But if you got guys like Crawford and Spence doing what Mike Tyson just said, I think things would be better. I really do.
I doubt it. And we talked about it yesterday on the show. We talked about a whole bunch yesterday on the show. Want to know why I doubt it? You go Use Earl Spence. Go up to Al Haym and say, I want Bud Crawford. Make this fight. Make this fight. All right. And if I don't, what you gonna do?
Yeah, they can't.
I'm asking you, Lou.
Well, I just think they can get the ball rolling in their head, because you got to understand, he might not totally listen to Spence or Crawford, whoever goes up there, but it'll get something going, man, if they consistently do it. I'm not saying this is going to happen
it's already
overnight.
something going. You don't think something already going?
With Spence and Crawford?
I think something. Yeah, but, you know, it's all going to boil down to money.
You do. I think
the
wheels are moving.
I hate to say it, man. It's a sucker shit now. It's all about business, and they're going to protect their brand. You know what I mean? And we said it before on the thing. They just not going to let this man come up and get one fight deal and move on. You're going to have to sign something. You know what I mean? 2-fight deal or some fight. You know what I mean? It just don't work like that no more. Back in the days it did. It just don't work like that. You know what I mean? Because I talked about the same thing yesterday. I say, let's say Earl Spence go up to Al Haym and say, look, man, let's try our best to make this fight happen. I want this fight, man. And I'll say, well, I got to do what's best interest of PBC. You know what I mean? If he don't sign a 2-fight deal, we can't make it happen. You know what I mean? And what you gonna say? I mean, you gonna keep standing? Well, I'm gonna hold out. Okay, hold out. I mean, what you
fight, and it's gonna continue to go on. I can only, yeah.
BF telling Monica, but the guys like Duran, Hearns, Leonard Hagler, they will be very tough because of his slow start. BF, just tell her the truth. They will whoop his ass. I mean, don't color code it. They do it BF style. They will whoop his ass. Damn, Monica. Leonard, Hagler, Hearns, Duran, all of them. You know what I mean? John the Beast McGovern, even though they bigger, I mean, they will whoop Terrence Crawford little chinny ass. It's just simple as that.
I would have to see that.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Spence a bad man, a throwback fighter. Spence, them killers was different, Monica. Exactly. You know what I mean? I do not think Spence could beat all of these. Spence can't beat them either, man. Come on, Spence couldn't even knock a defensive Mikey Garcia out. They will knock Mikey Garcia ass until tomorrow. Man, come on. I ain't sugarcoating nothing today, baby. It's on and popping. Lorenzo say, what Lou said would give the promoters something to think about. Yeah, I said it yesterday. They give them something to think about. They don't mean they're going to make the fight, though. You know what I mean?
You can't tell a rich white man to do with his money. I agree. You can't.
Or a black man. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Bud will get cooked too in the early. Yeah. Oh, man, come on. Keith Thurman can't take a body shot. Man, they will kill Keith Thurman back in the days. You also damn, you know, that's my man, Monica. Come on. Keith Thurman wouldn't last 3 rounds against them dudes, man. Oh, man. Once they found out he folding on body shots, shit. He wouldn't last.
It seems to me that we're going to have one of those shows again, man.
We already had the show. You know, you ran away. Irk said you were scared. I'm just talking. Hey, Irk, Lou started the shit, then didn't show up. Rutgers and Maul got the prospect mentality. It makes a money maker to do that. Get the ball rolling. Earl can do it, and Canelo could do it. Yeah. Earl been trying to do it for so long, but you know, you gotta have 2 people to a party. Monica Spence and Bud will do well and then lose. Oh my God, boy! I tell you, we gonna have enough, boy. I'll tell you, boy. That last one, boy. That shit was going crazy. God damn it! If Bud can't survive none of them today, neither. Exactly. Y'all love them old guys. Hey, Lou, Dante say we love them old guys. Hey, it's what it is. I heard say they want y'all to believe that you're supposed to be decal and hope for a super fight to fall in love in your lap. The next thing you know, you 35 years old looking for boo-boo. Yeah, all goes down to Bud ship. Yeah, Bud done sinking, all sinking. Fight Rutgers. Where you do that at? Exactly. They crazy, man. Come on, man. That ain't happening. That ain't happening at all.
You're not in here to play. This is not a game. This is for immortality.
Ads. Come on, man. Nobody see no ads. Man, Lou, if everybody Tyson mentality, Lou, it'd be crazy. You know what I mean? But everybody don't have Tyson mentality, you know.
No, they don't.
Look,
They
how
really
they say the
don't.
world would be a better place if people wasn't in there. If everybody had mentality, we'll have every fight in the book, Lou. Every single fight in the book, if everybody had Mike Tyson mentality. But they don't. You know what I mean? It just,
I mean, I think right now, you what, 31?
Until I get all the belts. Like Mike said, like that's
what I'm
like
saying.
like a
What you
boxing
want? What
mentality.
is it that you want to accomplish? You want all the belts.
I want all the belts. I want to be classified as like one of the best fighters of my era.
well, you got to fight some more. You got to fight better fighters, champ. You better get Al Heyman on the go.
Want to go down in history.
You ain't gonna be the best fighting these bombs.
Lace up a pair of boxing gloves.
Right. All the belts.
But like I'm saying, like,
how was that like?
Still,
belts. How was that? You walk up there with like, how many belts you had? 5?
No, it was
4?
only 3.
Back then it was 3.
Yeah,
It was 3.
How many is it now?
4 or 5.
5 or something. That's even more enthusiastic to have all those belts wrapped around you. You don't get your ego involved.
That's another thing, Lou.
Think about
maybe we need to stop. Maybe we need to discontinue the WBO belt, man. What you think?
Maybe I agree. Hey, Lewis,
the
let me tell you.
WBO belt. We need to discontinue that belt.
And I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but the only 3 belts I respect, Lewis, is the IBF, BA, and the BC. All them other belts, when they say WBO, I just look the other way. When there's no disrespect to any fighters that has the WBO, I'm just old school when it comes to that. 3 belts, that's it. Because now it just waters the boxing game down, man. The WBO, what's that belt you call it? The rainbow belt? What is it called? I call it the rainbow belt. It just, to me, it just waters it down, man. 3 belts. Those are the only ones I respect. So if you got those 3, in my mind, I'm gonna call you undisputed. That's just me.
Yeah, back in the days, that's all they had. You know what I mean? Then they had 2, really. You know what I mean? But they come with all this money making schemes and all this shit. And then they got mad at Keith Thurman when he telling Terrence Crawford they ain't got a belt. Don't nobody recognize that belt. And that's the WBO. That's the last sanctioned body that comes in here. And don't nobody care about no WBO for real. The only reason they care about it now, because there's more money. You know, certain fighters got it. And it's just, that's the way it is, man. You know? But if it's up to me, move that. What up? We can move the WBA too. We can just have the IBF and the WBC. So is that why boxing commentators talk down on these boxers because they lack of skill boxing in this era? No, these boxers don't lack of skill. The boxers back in them days though, Monica, they fought everybody. They can fight. You know what I mean? I put it like this: all of them had Mike Tyson mentality. Do you agree, Lou?
I agree. I couldn't agree more. The hunger was there because you got to think of it, Lewis. Money has something to do with it. They weren't getting the big $40 and $50 million fights. They had to fight 8 to 10 times a year just to get a certain enough revenue to support their families, man. The only guys that was really getting the top money was Sugar Ray, Muhammad, and fighters like that. So you had those other fighters in between. They had to really, really fight. They weren't making money like that. Now they wasn't getting the advertisement. It wasn't no social media. So the advertising was low. Their struggle was way tougher than the fighters these days. And I think that's where the line draws at right there.
Exactly. Dante say, so y'all don't consider Bud a champ. That's what y'all saying. Hey, he a champ. He got a belt, don't he? Back in the days, he wouldn't have been a champ because that belt didn't exist. You know what I mean?
Exactly. The WBO, I don't respect.
Tyson was raised by Don King. That's why he's spinning game. These new fighters brainwashed. Exactly. The IBF I got a problem with because Triple G ain't getting pressure. Exactly. Yeah, I said that. Ain't getting pressure put on him. He should have been stripped. That's right. He had that belt for a year and a half. A year ain't make him fight nobody. They made Earl Spence fight 2 mandatory right before Triple G fought 1.
I agree,
on some bullshit, man.
I agree, but they were there at the beginning. They were there, so I'm always respect it. I get what you're saying. Some changes need to be made, Eric. I agree, but I'm always respect the IBF, the BA, and the BC because they've been there. This new stuff that throws me off.
Are we basing these fighters from past boxers? Because it sounds like it's sometimes when y'all talk. No, I don't really, because I already know these fighters can't hold the past boxer jockstrap. You know what I mean? So I don't do it. I base everybody in this era with everybody in this era. How about you, Lou?
Yeah, it's like that with all sports. People gonna feel that way. I do agree with that to some degree. Look at football. You can't touch the quarterback. Remember Jim Burt hit Joe Montana? If that happens now, you going to jail.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I hate to use a football analogy, but you know what I'm saying? We're talking boxing, but everything has changed. It's all about the money. If you take the quarterback out the game, the ratings suffer. That's it. It's all about the money. Yep. In any sport.
Exactly.
Fighting each other, you know.
Right. He should fight.
Give them the best. Give them the best.
But I'm saying, look, if he
should fight Anthony Joshua too.
Like say this though,
come back fighting each other.
If Wilder say he got a fight with Usyk, he beat him. Is Fury gonna fight him again?
Nope.
I like the Cuban.
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah. Devontae Wilder knocked him out.
Yeah, Devontae Wilder.
Devontae or Deontay?
They got that. You expect him not to beat when he fights those other
who
guys.
else left for him though?
I'm talking about when he fights Usyk and all those guys. I think he's gonna do better.
I love to see that. We talked about that, Lou.
I think he'll beat them.
Usyk and Wilder.
You know
what I mean? We talked about that. If Wilder come back, it's 2 fights in one. See him fight Joshua. Well, me, it was Joshua and what's his name? Tyson Fury about to fight. The Jamaican guy. Whoever Tyson Fury, Dylan White. That's what I want.
Dylan White.
If he come back, Champ didn't need to come fight. 2 fights, knock these dudes until tomorrow and go back and retire. Who you want to see him fight, Lou?
You already know Joshua and Wilder, baby. The fight that shoulda, coulda, woulda been, man. Been one of the biggest fights ever, man. I still want to see it, even though both of the fighters have lost, to other fighters. I don't give a shit. I want to see it, and it's got to happen. That fight is
still one of the biggest heavyweight fights out there.
Exactly.
And I'm fighting them in the UK.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I love UK fights, man. I love them.
Exactly. Say, Monica, the main reason why Bud ain't fucking with old school is they too inactive. They fight 5-6 times a year. They was sharp as hell all the time. Yeah, you know what I mean? I will say Boxer Today prime is long about 32. In the old days, them guys was finished washed up. Exactly, because they fought each other. They beat each other to a pulp.
They did.
Know what I mean?
They really did.
These guys fight once a year, twice a year, and that's it. Back in the day, they fight 3-4 times a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point, Lewis. That's a good point, because if you look at those fighters, like by the time they fought 20 fights, they had already had top-notch fighters. Sugar Ray fought Durant early in his career. That's big, man. So these guys, they fought each other early on, man. And by the time they got 32, they didn't have like 5 or 6 wars with top-notch fighters. You can't make it up.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it was.
If he wanted,
he's gonna do better. Watch when he fights those other guys. He's gonna do better than I think.
I was impressed by Fury though.
Me too.
Both of them are real dogs.
Yeah.
Fury, he a problem. I ain't never seen nobody that big with that type of footwork and head movement though. That big? What the hell? Who lit? Oh, Kevin don't box. Oh damn. I'm just saying though, dude, he ought to no abs and everything.
No abs. He got abs like me, Lou. Tyson Fury got abs like me.
You took Paul and you pass it to Paul, please. If you be kind.
What you got for me?
What is this?
I've got a very
we got to move this Paul. Right, he had Paul Pierce choking on the weed. He couldn't handle that thing. Yeah. Tyson Fury got abs like me beating people up, man. That's crazy.
Hey, look. Hey, Lewis, it's funny because... go ahead.
That was beautiful.
I waited.
But Lou asked him, what his go-to, what do? He said he drank wine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mike Tyson out doing everything. You hear that, Pop?
Nah, it was choppy.
Man.
I didn't hear.
I'm like, oh man. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they asked, you know, he said he drank wine, and Ty say, shit, I did everything. I say these crazy. BF say back in the day, they fought 4 or 5 times a year. Exactly. Some of them fought 10 times a year. Yeah, real back in the day. You go farther back than that, and they fought 10 times a month.
Yeah,
man.
Back they had to get that money,
I wasn't
man.
going back there. I wasn't going back there. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, that's when they was like this.
Man, these dudes.
That's when they was fighting like this.
Now these dudes too pretty. Exactly. They too pretty now. You know what I mean? They all with the gold and flashing and all the, you know, flashing jewelry and all that stuff. You know, they ain't missing T. They ain't hungry. You know, I want by a boy. Lou, they ain't missing T and Rocky. They ain't hungry no more. The fuck out of here. They ain't Clever Lane. I don't know what these dudes. Monica say, step in there with Bud and see how sharp he is. I'll come see you. You can bet on it. Round 1, round 2, round 3. Knock off. Monica, what's wrong, girl?
She on fire tonight. Somebody that tipped her drink over.
Monica fired up, Lou.
Somebody that tipped her coffee over.
Shoot. All right, I'm 30 now. That's all.
Exactly.
I think it's just a fight. You got to fight.
Oh, here you go.
This fight or fold, you know. You hard to hit for. He was moving.
Here you go, right here, Lou. I like this answer.
Yeah.
You thought he disrespected him?
I just thought he respected him a lot. He had a lot of respect for Canelo. Probably felt that power early.
Yes.
He felt that power early. He had to stay away. Now I just noticed nobody really just you know, throwing fluent jabs and using a different skill set.
Staying relaxed.
He'll put you under a lot of pressure though. Coming straight to knock you off your balance and head movement. But I think it's just a fight. You got to fight.
He's gonna force you to fight. You either fight or fold. You know, he's gonna bring that fight game to you.
I think that's the fight. I do.
It's gonna be so exciting. The world's gonna have their eye on you. For that
that's
one
cool
night
too. That's cool too. I thought about that too. You know, like one day I'll be big as you.
No, what's the only thing that wasn't cool? That's the only thing. Cool.
I think we missed it, though. I think I missed it. I gotta go back. I want to hear that part, man. I want to hear that part. You know what I mean? Because he asked him, "How would you fight Canelo?"
In the middle of the fight, like, "Yo, you're a good fighter." Like, you know, they had a lot more respect. Me, I'm
with that guy, with the guy there. Yeah, Plant's really hard. He's really difficult to hit, huh?
You know what I mean?
It's hard to hit.
Charlo say, I'm a bang with him.
Yeah, he was moving his ass off. I was surprised he even lasted that long.
Yeah.
They disrespected him.
I just thought he respected him a lot. He had a lot of respect for he felt that power early.
Yeah, I missed it, man. What you think, Lou? He talking about Caleb Plant.
Yeah.
You think that was what it was? He respecting him too much?
He was. We talked about it. We broke that down the day after.
Yeah, I know.
He didn't insert himself enough to make Canelo respect him. You heard what Charlo said. Canelo's going to come in here.
Exactly.
It's up to you how much he do it. Charlo said he would use the jab. That will keep him at bay. To me, that will be the way that Charlo will win with him. Not just a jab, a meaningful jab. You know, not just a Larry Holmes jab, a jab with conviction. And I think that will be one of the keys if Canelo was to fight Charlo. That would be, if Charlo was to win, that would be one of his key things he would have to do. Because you got to understand, Charlo understands it. Canelo is going to keep on coming to keep you off your rocker. When he said that, I was like, damn, he get it.
Exactly. And that's why Bernard said, I had the Bernard thing up here. He said, he said Jermall going to try to get his respect. He going to sit there and bang for a minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the only way you're going to get some respect.
Really just you know, throwing fluent jabs and using a different skill set.
Staying relaxed.
He'll put you under a lot of pressure, though. He coming straight to you, knock you off your balance and head movement. But I think it's just a fight. You got to fight.
He's going to force you to fight.
He's force you to fight.
You're going to either fight or fold.
Yeah, exactly.
That fight
you know, fight or fold, champ.
That's the fight, though. I do.
It's gonna be so exciting. The world's gonna have their eye on you for that
that's
one
cool
night.
Too. That's cool too. I thought about that too. You know, like when they'll be big as you.
No, that's the only thing. That would be cool. That's the only thing for me. Whole world for one night, for 1 minute, 45 seconds, the whole world got their fucking attention.
Mike funny shit.
Yeah, and you wasn't gonna let them down.
I always feel like the whole world got their attention on this.
Trust me, they are.
They always be worrying about the Charlo's doing next. So
yeah, they do. That's why they don't hate them. See, Lou, that's it. They worry about. I totally agree, Lou. They worry about what these dudes always doing. You know what I mean? But like earlier, what I said, they break down what these dudes, who these dudes for, but they ain't break down who Benavidez for, who Boo Boo for. None of them motherfuckers for champions. You know what I mean? Them many. So why is all got to be on Charlo? Because they
good for the goose is good for the geese, right? What's that term they say? What's good for the goose is good for the geese. Same thing.
Shamal say scary ass nigga Charlo. Yeah, he's scared, all right. You know what I mean?
Shamar, what's up, champ?
Tell us why he's scared. Come on in, hit that like button. Tell us why he's scared, Shamar. You know what I mean? So, so I can rebuttal you real quick and send that link in.
Yeah. So sometimes you have to make an example from a distance because people are watching you. People look up to you watching you from a distance. Young kids, the young up-and-coming fighters, the young actors, young entertainers, and they're watching you. You don't see them, but they're watching you.
Yeah, they watching.
Be careful.
Real soon we starting to turn into like the real vets of the sport. You already like a Hall of Fame, like you already. We looking up to y'all now. You know what I mean? Yeah, I actually grew up around Holyfield. I actually
tell him, champ.
Like Holyfield.
He ain't like that, Luke. He ain't like that.
He's like,
more than I like
nigga in my pocket.
I like Holyfield more than I like Big. Holyfield more than I like Big.
Hold on, what did he say?
He was just way more approachable.
That was funny. Jamal said he grew up white like in Holyfield. You know what I mean? Yeah, and Tyson say, yeah, I like Holyfield more than I like me. Yeah, you bit his in. You try to take his in with you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, Lou, let's kill him. Lou, do I need to put a link up in here? You know what I mean? Because Shamal tripping. I like Charlo, but he should have fought Benavidez. At what weight? What weight, Shamal? How you going to fight Benavidez? At 60? What weight class?
We know he ain't making 160, Shamar. Come on, man. Come on, Shamar. You know he ain't going to make 160. He having a problem making 168.
I like Charlo, but he should fight Benavidez. Come on. I mean, talk to her. All right, what weight class were they fighting? Well, good for the goose and good for the gander. That's right, Eric. You know
Thanks,
what I mean?
Eric.
But they don't see it that way. A lot of these dudes spread their own false narrative. The winner would get Charlo. Okay. Canelo. What weight class will Benavidez and Charlo fight? This is a setup question, though. I got him. He don't act like he grew up by Holyfield. You know what I mean? Why don't he? He undefeated. He undefeated, Eric. I mean, what you want him to do? Fight him at 68. I knew I was going to get him, Lou. I knew I was going to set him up. Jamal, Benavidez can't even make 68. So how the fuck Jermall Charlo going to fight him at 68? The dude missed weight twice in his last two weigh-ins, man. The dude be capping, as Devin Haney says. Benavidez need to move up to 175. He cannot even make 68. So Jermall Charlo go up there, Lou, say, okay, I'm going to fight Benavidez at 68. And the dude missed weight, then what? He done missed weight twice, Jamal. He done missed it twice, champ. What you want him to do?
Almost 3 times. He had to run that the last time he had to run that joint off when he almost missed weight. So I say 3 times. But here nor there, man. It wouldn't make sense. Yeah.
He unprofessional. He's not reliable, Lou. He unprofessional and not reliable. You know what I mean? So, I mean, y'all gonna come with
nice me. Guy. I'm always mad, right?
Nice guy. Hey, dog, look. I remember sitting next to Mike at a fight.
I don't want to hear no stories, man. I heard that.
I don't even know.
Paul be lunching, man.
They talk this Benavidez stuff. This dude can't make weight.
That fight live, like
you were there.
No, Oh yeah. No, we ain't have money like Mike.
He said, Mike, we ain't had no money like
Nobody
that.
I always went to
Mike, growing up, nobody had no money like that. I mean, shit. He said he watched that joint. Hey, Lou, remember Super TV?
Mm-hmm. My
Super
next door
TV
neighbor
was out,
had
Lou.
it. Yep.
That's what they watching it on. They watching it on Super TV.
Yep.
Man, Shamar coming here talking that Dave Benavidez bull stuff, man. Come on, man. Get out of here, man. I mean, yeah, I just don't understand, man. They be spreading these false narratives, man. What do you say? Ruckers, keep the same weight class energy with Haney and Gary. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I will hustle. Move up. Haney, fight him. That's all. Yeah. And I ain't taking no bullshit today, Eric. Well, when I put it like that, damn. Lou, you hear Shamar?
Yeah, I hear him. I think he meant to put
The
you.
dude is capping, man. Yeah, when you put it like that. When he, I want to see the fight, but don't cap, man. The dude wasn't going down to 160, and he could barely make 68.
I do want to see that fight, but like
man.
you said,
It's
the
crazy.
key word. He's unprofessional, not making weight.
Exactly. I mean,
patience. Like poise, it's gonna happen.
But you gotta stay sharp, though.
I'm staying sharp.
Yeah, I gotta stay sharp for these niggas. Letting him wait you out till you get old.
Oh, he killed Sugar Ray. I laughed. Sugar Ray gonna get Tyson.
Next thing you know, he's calling you out. He's in shape.
He got
shape. He got these little
ain't nobody play no mind game.
Next thing you know, he's in shape. I challenge you for your title. You partying.
He ain't lying, though.
He said he retired. He's not fighting no more.
That's a good one.
Hey, dude, y'all stop it. Did you see when Sugar Ray and them was on there and Tyson said that shit? Say, stop playing. I fought everybody. Only one he can say that he might have did that too was Hagler. You know what I mean? That's about it.
Yep.
He's a him, dude. He
played around with him.
I might can beat him. You know, that was funny, man. Shamar say, I think he beats Benavidez, though. It will be a great fight. Man, yeah, I mean, I love to see it, Like I tell people, Benavidez throws difficult. He quick, he throw a lot of punches, he got some pop with him, man. The last dude he forced lasted what, Lou? 8-9 rounds?
Yep, 8 or 9 rounds.
I mean, so you think Charlo ain't gonna last that? A better fighter? Man, Benavidez, man, better stop that shit, man. Benavidez Benavidez can fight, man, but we will never know until they get in the ring.
Like he gonna wait you out.
What?
He would wait you out.
What?
I use my.
Who he did like that?
Had those guys.
He waited them out.
He waited. Trust me. Don't play with this
He
guy.
fought them early, though.
He let them wear them.
Tyson bullshit. Tyson be talking that shit the way.
I'm not fighting. I'm fighting. Staying in shape in the gym. And next thing he comes up with, I'll challenge you for your middleweight champion.
I love Tyson.
Yeah, they funny, man. You know what I mean? Talk about, Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray stayed in the gym, then he look and see that you ain't working out no more. He come back and challenge you to a fight.
Right.
Oh my God, he's stupid, man. But hey, that's how they say it was, man. But I Marvin Hagler, man. That's about it. Monica look like she's still mad at them old school people can beat Terrence Crawford, man.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Monica, it'll be all right, baby.
Yeah, her feelings,
it'll
man.
be all right. Lou, tell Monica it'll be all right, Lou.
She in her feelings, man. She came at us hard too, and I wasn't even the one going against her. I was with her.
You just definitely mastered the marketing. Absolutely. So, Jake Paul.
Yeah,
he just definitely mastered the marketing.
Absolutely.
The marketing field of boxing. Big as hell. He turned boxing into
then he good though.
Market yourself.
Yeah, they be hating on Ryan Garcia. Stop hating on Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia.
You know what I mean?
Big as hell. Then he good though. He actually can box. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when the Tank gonna fight somebody?
What you think about that?
He already 19.
What you think about that?
Overweight. He was 140.
What I couldn't hear.
Think about that.
You're good 47 pounder.
What did he say? I couldn't hear him.
47.
Really?
Smooth it out.
Tank gonna be a good 47 pounder.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
You think Tank gonna be a good 47 pounder?
I think he will.
You think Tank going up to 47?
If he do, he will, because he can punch. He'll be small, but if anybody can do it, Tank can. That's just what I think. I feel like, at 147, he'll be a small one, but his power can carry, man. And if you got that power and that pop, it can take, and he can tank and box too. So I think he'd do good.
I think he's gonna max out at 40. If we do 40 at 47, it'd be in the
be cutting
towards the end.
Okay.
Yeah, them dude. Even though I think he can handle it, but he got a size disadvantage. You know what I mean? Them dudes up there, them dudes bigger. Way bigger.
Yeah, 5'9", 5'10".
He'll be bigger. He got the power, but they got the height, they got the size. You know what I mean? But it don't matter. But I just think he probably maxed out at 40. I don't know. We'll see. So
wow,
when we get him on the show, we can ask him, right, Lou?
That's right. That's just ask him right here on the rebuttal.
He's good. He's
How do you think
47 gonna be hot?
47?
Yeah.
54 gonna be hot.
What do you think about him and what's homeboy name?
Exactly.
Crawford.
Who? Tank and Crawford?
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like
Crawford.
it for Tank. I don't like it for Tank.
Too big for him, ain't he?
Crawford too big. Yeah, he's strong.
Too big for him right now.
That dude Crawford pretty strong though. Like
I know, but Tank's 140-pound champ.
Yeah, but
from 130 pounds.
He's walking around. He's walking around at 140. Like, 47, 154, and he's getting down to 40.
Exactly.
Real strong. Just imagine.
Crawford's a bad motherfucker though.
Crawford natural.
I didn't think he was gonna do that to Sean like that.
Oh, I knew that was gonna happen like that. He got to stay away from 54 though.
Tell him again, Tank.
My brother running to that 54.
Tell him again, Tank.
I think him and
You heard that, Lou?
I heard it.
Lou
and that's speaking from a woman.
Yeah, Lou. Monica, you hear that? Monica, you heard that?
Oh man, I like that.
Dante said, I think Tank would only go to 47 for the right matchup. Exactly.
I agree, Dante. I was thinking the same thing. I agree. I agreed with Dante for the right fight, like he did with old boy Barrios. He went up, for the right fight.
Yeah, exactly. Because he just ain't gonna go up there, just be going up there. You know what I mean?
Nah, hell no. I wouldn't.
Unless he max out at 40. Unless he max out at 40, man. And like you said, Crawford better stay away from 54.
Exactly.
Yes, I heard that, Lewis. He better.
It's the truth, though.
You know what I mean?
It's the truth.
It'll be a good fight, though. It'll be an interesting fight till somebody lands some punches.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes down to who's gonna take who punch. And if that happens, who you got, Lou?
Man, Charlo and Crawford.
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy work for Charlo. That's easy work. I just think for me, Spence is just a bigger guy. He can carry up to 154. And I know people saying they both at 147. No, it's a difference. Earl is really draining himself to make that 147. And I just feel like he's a bigger guy. He would survive at 154, but I don't know about Terrence Crawford, man. He's just a smaller guy.
Yeah. We'll see. They say skill pay the bills. I want to see how much skill's going to pay the bills.
You want my brother to fight Spence so bad. That's
like, wait. Fight. That's
the same. They're in the same hood.
That's why it's a big money fight.
Right. That is big money.
It is.
Yeah,
we're gonna find out.
That's a fight nobody even talking about. We're not talking about that right now.
They're gonna find out who the baddest nigga.
Look, you see how Jermall want to skip the subject?
He talking that shit. He talking that shit though.
Man, wait, you from Houston?
Yeah. Originally was Louisiana, but moved to Houston, and then Did my whole high school, the whole career, everything. My mom got a job.
Well, like what in Houston? What got you?
Yeah,
I'm still up there. Got some high school shit on tape.
Man, no, but I'm still up there now.
So what they did was they was watching some fight. They watched when Jermall fought Erickson Lubin and knocked him out. Then they watched Jermall fought J-Rock and knocked him out and shit like that. Dante say Regis versus Tank, great fight. Exactly, it would be. It would be a great fight. Yeah. You know what I mean? Regis versus Devin Haney would be a great fight, right? Regis versus Devin Haney would be a great fight too, Lou, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's Huckleberry. Come on up. 140.
Exactly. I'll be your Huckleberry. You know what I mean?
Be a good step up fight.
Shit. I'm telling y'all, 140 is the division to beat, man. Lou, I think I'm done with this video. Is there anything else you want to see with it?
Nah, man. I'm like I said, when I sent it to you, I love it.
Enough.
Yeah, you can go ahead and scrap it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, enjoy scrap. Man, I'm telling you, man, gotta debunk all these narratives that have been going on, man. You know what I mean? It just, you know, some of these guys, you know, they replace it, Lou, with their bullshit. You know, they put their own bullshit in here instead of, you know, being real about stuff, man. I just don't like that. I just don't like that. You're putting the man down on your podcast because you want to get views and all that shit instead of telling the truth. If you're going to call everybody out, and that goes for every podcaster, even me. You know what I mean? If you're going to call everybody out, man. You know, that's all I'm saying. Don't just put the man down because you don't like him and all that shit, you know. When they start doing that shit.
Yeah, that's that new shit. That's that new shit, you know, dog.
I mean, so what you get from it though, Lou? What you get from the interview?
I got from the interview old school, new school. That's what I got from it. How old fighters think and how the newer generation is. How promotion companies are preventing these fights from happening, and it's nothing that we can do but sit back and wait. Double standards. Charlo, it's a lot of fights that's not happening because of promotion, and it's not him. But when it happened to other fighters, it's not being much being said. You can't say, okay, this guy hasn't fought a champion, and this guy has fought champions. You can't compare the two. So it's the double standard for me, and the promotion companies are preventing these fights from happening. That's what I got from the interview.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is, man. And he like he told Mike, you know what I mean? It ain't like it was in the old days, Luke. It ain't like that no more.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It ain't like that. You know, we can ask for it, but it's up to the promoters. You know, the manager now. You're under contract now. You know what I mean? You sign your life away when you sign the contract.
Right. And
that's managers one thing, and promoters.
Right. And that's one thing I did like the Charlo. He rebutted Tyson. He said, "You're not in those days." Tyson said, "These days are different." I don't know if you remember that. He drew the line in the sands. Like, look, it's not. We're not fighting back in the 80s and the 90s no more. We're fighting in today's. And when he said that, it made me put that line in the sand. It's old school, new school. It's a difference.
Exactly, man. And when you see, and that's why I love it, because you hear it from the fighters, Luke. You know what I mean? It's the fighters saying it. You know what I mean? Not the podcasters, not the journalists that be on Twitter. You know what I mean? You hear it from the fighters. Because they in it. They in the meetings. They talking to their promoters. They the ones talking to their managers. So they know what's going on. You know what I mean? So when you hear right from the horse's mouth, it's a big deal.
I love it.
It's a big deal. He said it don't work that way no more. Exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, it just don't work that way no more, man, because it take two to tangle.
Exactly. And that's before I know you probably had already seen the video by the time I sent it to you, but I had watched it a couple of times, and that's what I got from it, man. You know, Charlo, I wouldn't say he was scared. I just thought at times he was uncomfortable. Like I said, I got the Charlo brothers mixed up. I took a lot from the video, man, mainly what I just said. The fights not happening because of promotion companies and things of that nature.
Yeah, I mean, these dudes out here, you know, they using the video for their podcast, and I understand and stuff like that. But I'm very different. I'm cut from different cloth, Northeast DC. When we speak facts here, you know what I mean? Facts over feelings. It is what it is, and this how we do it, man. We ain't gonna spread no false narrative, no clickbait just for people to come to your channel and listen to you. You know what I mean? Because I can clickbait a motherfucker to death. Look who I got on my channel, Eric. So he can clickbait all day long.
Eric, aka clickbait.
You know what I mean? So the man telling you straight up, things don't work like that no more. You know what I mean? Then, like I said, I'll ask them when y'all see him. Whoever channel you go on, I don't care who channel you go on. Ask them how many champions Andre fought, how many champion Benavidez fought. Since y'all want to know, since Charlo ain't fought no champions. You know what I mean? Yeah. Ask them, where Andre had a chance, just like Steven Espinoza said, they offered him a fight again. He said no. I mean, come on, man. Y'all don't hear this stuff. Steven Espinoza said they offer Andre to fight again. He said no. So I guess maybe he got in his feelings. He moved up to 68. You know what I mean? It's just crazy, man. Double standards with YouTubers, double standard with journalists. It's just incredible now. But you know what? On this show, you ain't gonna hear that bullshit. You know what I mean?
We spitting straight facts.
Exactly. They can call us out too. You know what I mean? But if I make a mistake, I'm gonna say, yeah, hey, I was wrong about that. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to spread false narrative for people to come to my channel. I'm just not going to do it. I don't give a fuck. I just got 1,000 strong. You know what I mean? I just can't do that, man. I just can't do that, Just because you don't like a person and stuff like that, man, it's just crazy. Look, I don't care too much for Terrence Crawford, but I'm not going to say he can't fight. The motherfucker can fight.
Yeah, he can fight. There's a reason why he's there. And he's at the top and undefeated.
You know what I mean? Exactly. And people be thinking, I hate Devin Haney. No, I don't hate Devin Haney. I want him to fight better fighters. You know what I mean? They say he calling out. Okay, he can call whoever he want out until they sign on a dotted line, and that's when I want to see the fight. I don't give a fuck about the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, and see, that's where the line, and see, that's where the line comes, because they're looking at it like, okay, he's being ducked, and the fights are not happening, and you gotta give him the credit because the fights are not happening. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter why the fight's not happening. The fact is they're not happening, and we can't give him that mantle until it does. You can't blame this and be like, oh, well, you got to give it to him because people ducking. That ain't got shit to do with nothing. Like you said, you get in the ring and you swing, and that's the only way we're going to find out Spence, if he fight Thurman. All these fights got to happen before we give him that top dog. It's just that simple. Now, if he comes out and he just to say, okay, let's just say he signed a 2-fight deal, 3-fight deal with PBC, and he goes through Spence, Ugas, and Thurman. What can you say? All you can say is he's the motherfucking man.
Exactly.
That's it. That's all. But until that happens, yeah, he's a good fighter. But I got to see him do that before I give him the top spot.
Exactly.
To me, I think it's fair.
Exactly. And Earl Spence fought the best fighters at 47, so he's the top dog. It's just simple as that. I mean,
and he got 2 belts.
Exactly. So, I mean, I don't care if they say who's darker until these guys get in the ring. I mean, unfortunately, that's the way it is, man. Jermall said, tell him, yeah, Jermall, I'm going to tell him, man. Monica said, yep, sliding everywhere. Irk sliding everywhere. I mean, and another thing I took from it, Lou, you see how, but when Jermall can get chippy if you piss him off. You got to piss him off like Tyson kept throwing Benavidez in his face.
Yeah. And you got to keep poking the bear.
And keep poking the bear. But that Jermall motherfucker, all you got to say is one time. He's like, nigga, what? Don't come up. Jermall goes 0 to 1,000 real quick. You know what I mean? Like I said, two different attitudes, 2 different people, man. That's just like a pit bull and a Chihuahua.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But Lou, I'm going with the Chihuahua because Chihuahua's got the attitude.
Yeah. Hey, look, them the little ones that gonna bite you the hardest.
I'm telling the little motherfucker got attitude like a motherfucker, man. But I understand. Jermall look like he's frustrated. And I know he is. Because even his brother Jermall frustrated. Jermall said it on the Brian Custer show. My brother want to fight these dudes, you know what I mean? But look what happened. Oscar fucked up with that fight up, man. Yeah. Man, Lou, you know I was looking forward to seeing that fight.
Yeah. You know what I gotta start doing? I gotta start putting in my book fights that got fucked up by the promoters, fights that didn't happen that could have solidified a division or stopped everybody from thinking that this fighter could beat this fighter. I'm about to start doing it because this is that fight Oscar just messed up. It was 2 fights. It just didn't happen.
Exactly. So we got fights this week. Blair the Flair moving in, you know. Lou, well, I know your favorite subject. I'm gonna talk about it before we get off this thing. Weight draining. So Lopez pulled out the fight, went to the hospital. He was dehydrated, and they say he had some other shit, right, Lou? Why they don't, just like we talk about David Benavidez missing weight, why we don't talk about Lopez?
Well, I don't think it's ever happened for him, Lewis.
Yes, it has. Twice.
It has? Twice? Okay.
Twice.
Okay. I didn't know about the first one. Hey, it could be another double standard.
I'm talking about Lopez, my fault. Ortiz.
Yeah, I know you.
Virgil
Ortiz. I know you talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I know you talking about. It's bad for boxing. And like you said, the weight bullies, this is an example. Move up. Move up. It's that simple, man. Move up. If you got to be hospitalized based upon your training camp and you trying to weight train and get into a certain division, it's time to make a change. It's time to move up.
Yeah, exactly. He trying to bully the bullies, you know what I mean, killing himself. You know, that's the second time he missed weight. You know, and Blair the Flair, you know, he a comedian. You know, he say he trying to get them drugs out of the system. You know, so he, you know, he part of a no-so camp. He was part of a no-so camp. But, Dude, I don't bite my tongue. Earl Smith needs to move up.
Yeah.
That picture I showed you, Lou, that picture I showed you, Lou, looked terrible. Earl looked terrible, man. I just hope he, you know, I'm glad, even though he got a nutritionist and all that stuff, Lou, he can't make 47 too much longer, man.
I tell you what, though. Give it up. I tell you what, this fight is going to be a measuring tool on whether or not he should move up or not. Now, if he come out and he look dominant, he hydrates back up perfectly, what can you really say? But if he don't, that's a clear-cut example, a clear-cut reason for him to move up. We'll see. I think this fight going to tell it.
I think you can say a lot because he's been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But coming, you right, but coming off almost a 2-year layoff, a 1.5-year layoff, it might be problems.
Yeah. And then he's getting older.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Dante say Ortiz Jr. got to move up. The 54, yeah, he got to move up. But he don't want to do that because, you know, them boys punch just as hard as he doing harder.
Hey, Lewis, this what you think, this what I think is happening. They like, shit, man, I'm having a hard time making the weight. All right, let's weigh our options. Well, you can stay here and weight drain, or you can move up to there. Shit, I ain't moving up there. You start naming the killers up there that you don't have to fight. Nah, I'm just gonna go ahead and weight drain. I'm gonna move to the left, champ. And I think that's what's going on, man, for real.
You stupid. That's what's going on.
We like, look, I ain't going up there. Them dudes ain't playing fair up there. I'm serious, man. Hey, Lewis, 154 that division don't play. Because like I said last week, that's the division where the curve of the athleticism kind of curves off a little bit, but you still got athletes at 154, man. And that can punch and still can move.
And that's what we say all the time when we talk about it, y'all. When these dudes moving up to these bigger weight classes, they bigger, they stronger, you know, they hit harder and stuff like that. Let me tell y'all something. Boots Ennis just got in 47. That dude ain't gonna be making 47 one more year. Man, Boots gonna have to take his big ass up to 54. I'm telling you now, Boots Ennis is a big dude, man. You know what I mean? You know what you think about that?
Yeah.
HLD in the house, what's going on?
HLD, what's up?
Yeah, what you think about that?
I agree. I didn't know he was that big, man. But like I said, he can carry 154, Lewis. I think he can carry that. he has the size that he can move
47 or 54. He had 47.
I know he has 147. Now I'm just saying, in 2 years, a year, he can move up. I think
2
he can.
years?
Yeah.
2 years?
I think he can move.
You think he can make 47 for the next 2 years?
I think he can. He's still young. He's still young. I feel like he's still
okay. Wait a minute. Lou, ain't he older than Virgil Ortiz? That's see? Yeah, I mean,
I think he can make it, man. I think he can do it. If not a year, I just think he can.
Mm-hmm. But they're about the same age, ain't they?
Yeah, but I want to see him at 147 though, for a good.
Yeah, me too.
I would like to see him if he can clean up like he said he will. That's what I want to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anybody wants something we talked about, the Hotbox, dig at the number right there, call in for a minute. You know what I mean? We got some smoke for y'all. You know, we debunking the debunkers, man. You know what I mean? We tired of y'all spreading these false narratives and stuff like that. Don't come in here talking stuff, because I'm gonna hang up on you. You know, so if you're gonna call, talk some real stuff. Wait a minute, I ain't finished. I got something else for them too, Lou. Here the link. You want the link? Dig at the link. I'm gonna put the link in the comment section. You know what I mean? Here you got a link right here. Lou say he ready for y'all. Come on up in here. For dig at a link in the comment section. Oh man. You dig at the link. You want to come up in here, tell what you think about the Charlo and Mike Tyson interview. Come on in, dig at the link, call in or hit the link. You're more than welcome, man. I mean, it is what it is. These young dudes, man, they ready though. He's a Boots young right now. Boots 24. See, Boots 24, I think they the same age. And Virgil can't make his weight. So maybe Virgil is doing something wrong.
Maybe he need to get with Boots to see why he's making that 147.
Black guys cut way better than them Mexican. Canelo, only Mexican ever that had a six-pack.
He ain't lying.
Wait a minute, let me think, Lou. You ever said Mexican with a six-pack, Lou?
Wait
a minute. Alexis Arguello had a six-pack, didn't he?
He did.
Aaron Pryor beat it out of him, but he had a six-pack. Wait a minute. Y'all want to come in? Dig at the link in the comment section. You know what I mean? Or you want to call in? There you go. HLD say peak performance weight is not the same as weight cutting weight. It's actually the very opposite. It's extremely unhealthy. Serious changes are needed to the sanction and cheating of the weight bullies. Exactly. Mm-hmm. That's what we just said. That's what Lou just said. Exactly what he just said. I totally agree, man. Everybody needs, maybe if all these sanctioning bodies go with the IBF mentality, Lou, things will change.
Yep.
Because the IBF, you can't be no more than what, 10 pounds?
10 pounds, yep.
Maybe
I just don't see how it could ever be that way. Yeah. I just don't ever see how it could ever be more than that. Like, when was it cool to be 15, 20 pounds heavier when you get in the ring? That's another weight class.
Yeah.
2 weight classes.
Yeah. They do it, though. Some of them hydrate all the way up to 20 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
More.
Like when my brother Anthony fought Rios, man, he was like 17 pounds heavier. Rios hydrated back up to, they fought at 135. Mm-hmm. And when Rios got in the ring that night, he was 152. Anthony was 134. 137. Mm-hmm. It's 20 pounds heavier. So when I'm hitting you with punches, I'm catching you flesh. Guess what? Mm-hmm. You walking through it. That's too much.
Dante says Spence age catching up with him. He 32. That's a big dude to make 147. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he looking drained like a mug, man. If I'm him, I don't care. Crawford fight or not, I'm moving up to 54. You know what I mean? So, Charlo, you're my boy and all, but I'm coming up there. You know what I mean? I'm going to fight these other guys, but if you're going to stay here, man, you're going to have to just we're going to see if you're the softball killer like you say you is.
Right, and that's what Tyson said. Let's put money in each other's pocket. Let's talk shit to each other for 8 weeks.
Afterwards, go to dinner.
That's it. That's it.
Oh, but could you see them fight Lou and Jermall beat? Would he talk shit to Spence?
I think he would. I think he
I
was
told
for a
you,
little
I'm
bit.
a southpaw killer. I told you I'm a southpaw killer. Oh God, I can see that.
I got
dude
them putting money.
Jermall.
I got them betting each other. I got them putting money on each other.
You know?
I got them betting each other.
You know, yeah, man. We're gonna have to stop this weight draining stuff, man. Charlo not going to be able to make 160 too much longer. Yeah, not even that. Dante ain't nobody there no more. Jaime Maguire, Oscar De La Hoya not making that fight. He's just gonna keep giving this dude book. What they call them people in the library, Lou, book people. He gonna keep fighting. Jaime Maguire gonna keep fighting them bookstore clerks. That's who he gonna keep fighting. The bookstore clerks, man. You know what I mean? And then when Triple G fight Canelo, he gonna retire. He done. So Andre moved up to 68. So he ain't gonna have no choice, Dante, but to move up to 68. You know what I mean, Lou?
Yep.
Who else would he fight down there?
It ain't much. It's move up. It ain't much down there.
But I'm gonna say this: 68 gonna be crowded, Lou. Cause this thing, what's my man name that just beat the Fox boy under Ronnie Shields?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, and they say him and Charlo be banging, and I love to see that daggone joint.
Because I think both of them was Ronnie Shields, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they won't fight each other, but dude, he already at 68.
And
you know what I mean?
Tough.
I can't remember. Well, I can't think of his name.
It's too late in the day.
Exactly, man. But shoot, man. I mean, y'all don't know, man. There's a lot of good fights. These guys keep moving up and stuff like that. HLD's. Oh yeah. Okay. Thanks, Dante. Morrell Jr.
Yeah, that's it. David Morrell. I think it's David Morrell.
David Morrell, man. HLD said Tyson exposed Charlo, selling tough guy wolf tickets. He looked as soft as Shaman. Explain yourself. Tell us how he looked. We just did the whole video. You came in late. You know, you had the chance to come in and talk about it. We just broke down the whole video, HLD. How did he look like Shaman? I mean, stop being a Charlo hater and tell us, what you seen. Just tell us. Deshaun Watson, $230 million. Wow. Yeah, Cleveland gave him the bank. Yeah. Cleveland hurt my Saints. What did they, Luke?
I said, long as he can go to Washington, I'm cool.
Morrell Jr., 23. He going to 175 soon. He big as hell.
He is.
Yeah, that young and big as don't know what. Happy for what? Yeah, I'm happy for him. But HLD, explain how he's selling Guy Wolf tickets. He looked as soft as Shaman. I mean, how does Shaman look? What's soft? I stop being an internet gangster and tell us what's going on. I ain't never gonna tell a motherfucker he looking soft like Shaman. I ain't gonna say that about nobody.
I ain't gonna go that far, man. I just felt like I said,
you don't like before. A guy, Luke. That's
right.
All it is.
I know. Like I said before, I just felt at times he looked uncomfortable. And watching the video and just getting everybody else's perspective, it lets you know that Tyson is the way he came at him kind of threw him off a little bit. I've never, ever, would never think that the Charlos were soft or they were scared. I just don't feel like that. I don't think that's in their blood. And
Charlo even said there ain't nobody scared of nobody. You know what I mean? It's just crazy that these dudes come in here.
But you know what? I like it. It makes for good material. And it makes us call the cops and bring them in the court and lock their ass up.
Yeah, he done been there before. He be talking a lot of slick stuff, but don't explain himself. You know what I mean? If you, like I said before, if you don't like a fighter, fine, but don't come spread false narrative. You know what I mean? I ain't never seen a dude that's undefeated look soft and Shaman.
Right, make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
But they don't. I don't understand that, Luke. I don't understand that. Dante say Maul can't be scared. Imagine how much trash Mel would talk to him. Exactly, man.
And that's his brother, twin brother.
These dudes come with this bullshit, man. It's just crazy, Lou. You know, Lou, you know I hate that stuff. They spread these false narratives, and then they come in here and talk all this crap, but don't explain themselves. You know what I mean? Oh, here he go again, and don't come hollering and screaming. I'm gonna let you state your case, and I'm gonna state mine, and Lou gonna state his. And we should make you put your picture up because you're scared. You know what I mean?
What's going on, guys? Thank you for having me on.
What's up,
You're
HLD? What's going on?
What's good, my brother. Good, man. Good Friday, chilling. Gonna talk some shit with you guys and have some fun with it. But let me first and foremost, it's not being about a Charlo hater. It's that energy that comes off. It's a trigger for me and to many real men. And so that's what's wrong with this new generation, this weak energy, this weak mentality. That could be him. It could be anybody else. That mentality is weak as F. And it triggers me because that's not the way I'm raising my young man to be, with that weak ass mentality. You saw there was only one lion in that interview and two young pups. And I'm including Paul Pierce with that. I mean, the energy that man was given was not one that shows I am a warrior. I'm here to conquer. I am a fighter, whether in the ring or outside of the ring. That's not the way you behave. That's not the way you act. That's what triggers me. So it's not that I hate Charlo. I don't like that energy. And when I smell that you know, I mean, I'm not calling him that he is, but you know, you smell that P word on a person, on another man. No, man, I don't fuck with you.
Okay, let Lou
you can't have my 6.
Okay, go ahead, Lou.
Okay, HLD, that's your opinion, and that's the way you feel. What I'm gonna say is, I don't feel like he's soft. Now, if he did that in the ring and he didn't show up for fights, is one thing. I can't feel the way you feel off of him interviewing. If he was doing it in the ring and ducking fighters, that'd be one thing. But basically what you're saying is you challenging his manhood to some degree, if I'm not mistaken. And I can't roll with that because he's not doing it in the ring. Every time he comes in the ring, he fights. He's a warrior. Tyson's crazy, first and foremost. Nobody's going to ever be able to match what Tyson brings to the table in the ring with the trash talk and all that. So I just think it's unfair to some degree to say that Charlo was soft in this episode. So I'm just going to go ahead and pass it to Lewis. That's just my take on it.
Well, HLD, as usual, you full of shit. You know what I mean? You ain't here fake gangster ass motherfucker. Stop the fake gangster talking ass bullshit. You know what I mean? You, as well as I do, know every man has different personality. That's not Mike Tyson. Is not Jermall Charlo. That's not Jermall Charlo personality. You watch the man fight. We all men, like you said. If you watch him fight, he's not that kind of guy. He's laid back like he was and chill. Now, maybe you thinking that's Jermall Charlo, who would have had that insane energy that Mike Tyson had. The twin brothers are totally different outside when they interviewing people. Jermall Charlo, the 154-pounder, little Charlo, he's more passionate than Jermall Charlo, the big Charlo at 60. The big Charlo is just more laid back. Ain't nobody going to give that Mike Tyson energy like Mike Tyson have. So come on, man. You can't call these guys all this stuff the way you saying it. I mean, come on, man. You got to come better than that, HLD. Right. Come on.
Did he ever play soft in the ring? Did he ever play soft in the ring? Can you name me a fight?
Let me see.
That he played soft.
Two soft. His last 2 opponents, only fighting once and twice in the past 2 years now. Now he's about to fight Suleiki.
Yeah,
that spells a lot.
I'm saying it in a way with his actions in the ring that he was soft. Is what I'm saying. In the ring.
No, it's about his persona. Is that what I'm telling you? That persona that he came about.
But your persona can be one thing. You got some quiet solid assassins out here. Just because they don't talk shit and they don't have the demeanor like Lewis said,
right,
that don't mean they won't fuck you up. That don't mean that they won't kick your ass.
At the moment that he spoke like a promoter and not like a fighter, when Mike Tyson asked him who it is that you want to fight, and then he couldn't even name a name, and then I guess pulled it out of it with some vice grips. No. Let me finish. And when he had to pull it out with, and all right, you're gonna call him? And what he ended up saying? Oh, he said that Benavidez, he spoke like Leonard Ellerby. He has no value. What was Mike Tyson's reaction to that? God, like he couldn't believe it. This is the type of talk that you're gonna do. And you're supposed to be a warrior, a conqueror. You're supposed to be yo, man. Nobody got this. Nobody. That's the mentality. I'm just saying, I'm going to go by, I'm old school with Mike Tyson and all the names that he mentioned from the before, because this new generation doesn't stack up. At least for me, it doesn't. And it's unfortunate.
Tony said he wants to fight the best out there. Yeah, that's what he said in the interview, Tony. That's what he said.
That's what he said.
That's not enough. That's not enough for HLD.
See, HLD want him to say, I want to fight everybody. I'm gonna eat them. I'm gonna eat their kids.
No. He sounded like a radio plug. Hey, I'm Jermall Charlo, the Hitman man. Come get it. Anybody get it.
That's his personality. So this is your personality, right? What you want somebody to change your personality, make you something that you're not?
It's not about making you something that you're not. Is that in life, you either lay down or you fight forward.
Right, you're not sounding right. And one more thing, man. You said something about his last 3 opponents. What you ain't like about it? That's coming up.
Come on, man. He went life and death with Montiel. Now he's fighting Suleiki. Okay. I mean, come on now. I mean, it's weak.
Let me ask you a question.
Weak opposition.
Okay.
And then they're talking about Canelo, and the man's fighting everybody.
Man. Let me ask you a question. I ain't talk over. Let me ask you a question. He went life and death with Montiel, right?
The ice cream man, yeah.
Okay. How many bosses that you know right now when they get a 1 week replacement, 2 week replacement do well?
Oh, we got excuses?
I'm asking a question. It's just a question.
I don't know. Actually, we just saw. Actually, we did. We saw the guy who whooped on Colbert. He had just a 2 week notice. He got off the couch and beat his ass. Yeah.
I said, how many? You making one example.
I'm going to put that the bet. I'm like a historian, but I do know it happens all the time.
No, it don't happen all the time. That's bullshit.
It don't. AJ.
Yeah. What did Andrew Ruiz do to AJ?
Okay. Let me ask you another
5 week notice.
That was 5 weeks. He had his 2 and 1 week notice. It's totally different. So let me ask you another question. Did Jermall Charlo pick Selaki?
Obviously, he did not pick him.
So why is you blaming him?
Just like Mike Tyson was saying on the cast, bro. You got to stand on your square and you fight for what's yours. And you tell him, no, I ain't fighting that. You get me something good. Okay.
You tell him now you're fighting that, and he say, well, go home.
Who's going to tell him to go home?
Al Heyman.
You think that's how it works?
That's how it works.
No, it doesn't, man. That works when you soft. That works when you soft. No, that's how it works when you soft.
No, hey, HLD, hit me out.
What?
Now,
Lou, I'm about to send it right to you. HLD, you know who Lou is, right? On this program, right?
You broke up. Hold on. I don't know. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. You know who he is, right? You know light skin Lou brother is?
Here.
No, we hear you, ass. Don't try to get off now.
No, I'm not. Give me a minute.
No, because you said some crazy stuff. We're just going to put it in context, you know?
He's a champion. He ain't going to be put to no side.
Okay. All right. Light-skinned Lou brother is Lamont Peterson.
He's not a prospect.
You know who Lamont Peterson is, right?
Somewhat from the times that I've been on the panel.
Okay, that's Lou brother, world champion, Lamont Peterson. Ask him if he go to Al Heyman and say, make this fight, what Al Heyman going to tell him.
As a champion, he's going to have to do what he needs.
Go ahead, Lou. No, he don't. No, he don't.
No, he
You
don't.
just missed it. No,
As a prospect, and if he's locked in on some BS contract with the promoter, yeah, I can see how that can work. But when you're a champion, they need you to make money.
Let me say this, man. These champions, when you sign them contracts, you sign, like Jermall said, you sign all your rights over to Al Heyman, first refusal. He get to make the decisions, not you.
You got to be willing to risk it all to be righteous.
You know,
you're going to be righteous.
Broke. You know, you risk it all and you become broke. Go ahead, Lou.
That's manhood stuff. That's manhood stuff.
Yeah, I just said it 30 minutes ago, HLD. So I agree with some perspective what you said. I said these fighters need to step up and go to management and say, look, this fight needs to happen. So I share that with you. But like Lewis said, that's not going to happen. What would it do? It will make the wheels start moving. Just think about all the fights that hasn't happened. Crawford, Spence. That's the main fight right now in the HLD that we can say that we want to see, and it's not happening. These are two top dogs, and the fight's not happening. So the proof right there is in the pudding, dog.
Yeah, but as a champion, you know the proof in the pudding. You can't shuffle champion. You know why? Because he has mandatories. So regardless of the fact, you're not going to give me this fight, then all right, don't do nothing. I'll get my mandatory. And then when that mandatory comes out, guess what? Let's go to purse bid because you don't want to make things happen. You got to play the game back on them.
You keep saying these motherfucker champ. Boo Boo Andre the champion, ain't he?
Yeah, he is.
And what the fuck's going on with him?
Again, that's upon their integrity, how they stand on their square.
So you know more than everybody else then, huh?
No, I'm just telling you that, you know what? I'm going to get mine. In life or in anything, I'm going to get mine.
Okay.
If the great Muhammad Ali was not to say, was to just go by that soft ass man.
All right, look, man, come on. Let's talk. I ain't talking over you. Look, let you. I'm Al Heyman. You HLD. Come ask me for a fight. Come on, let's do it. Come ask me for a fight. I'm Al Heyman. You under. You know, I got you under contract. You're a champion. Come ask me for a fight.
I want this fight with Munguia. It needs to happen. That's the only fighter I want to fight next. Period.
Okay, well, son, we done tried to make the fight, and Austin said no. He wanted more terms in the contract, and we just can't do it. We're gonna have to find you another fight.
Who's the next best guy in line? It ain't gonna be Suleiki.
Nope. Boo Boo the Fool.
Make it happen.
Okay, so
you make it happen, Mr. Promoter. Make it happen. I want the next best guy in line.
And that's what's happening.
And that's what's happening.
That's what's happening. We're not getting the top fights. We're not. You just walk right into it, dog.
Suleiki is not the top. Is not the next top. Do you know what?
Even if he ain't, you said that that's the next one in line.
No, that's not gonna be. That's not gonna be a Suleiki.
Who's it? You know everything. Who's the next best one then?
It ain't Suleiki. That guy's like is even ranked top 15 still.
Hey, he's next in line. He's on the last minute, June the 4th. He was the only one they can find. June the 4th. They already had the date.
Let's play the game. Look how quickly they turn around from Munguia to Suleiki.
You don't play games.
That contract was already in the making.
You don't play boxing, champ. You don't play boxing. I mean,
no, it's not about playing.
I mean, it is what it is, man. You know, y'all see, our problem is we think we know more than management. We want fights that we want to see, but the shit just don't work that way all the time.
Management is in any job that you go to in the same game as played. They will always want to F you over, but if you stand on your square, as long as you are the best of what you're doing, you know where to go.
People that stand on their squares, they got fired. Now,
and then guess what? Then I go somewhere else, and then I go.
Like I'm about to fire your ass right now. Thanks for coming on, man. And
it's a pleasure, HLD.
It's a pleasure, man, because this ain't going nowhere, man, because you're talking nonsense, man. You know what I mean? Thanks anyway.
But we appreciate you, though, champ.
I love you guys. Blessings.
All right, man.
Thanks, HLD, for coming on. You know what I mean? Give him a stand ovation. You know, he got guts, not like some of these other guys. You know what I mean?
That's one thing I will say. He in the den. He ain't here battling. Hey, look, we trapped him and we got him.
You know what I mean, Lou?
Yeah.
I mean, he do, you know, he come in here and try to stand in the square, but corporate business is business, man. You know, once you sign them contracts, Lou, you there properly, really. You know what I mean? Unless you're going to pull a Floyd Mayweather or Mikey Garcia, buy yourself out or sit it down for 2 years and take him to court. to try to get off the contract.
How many times does that happen? Very few. He walked right into the trap, Lord. That's why I was quiet. I knew what you was
exactly.
doing.
You know,
That's why I was quiet. Because that's what's happening. We're not getting the great fights. We're getting the secondary fights. Very seldom have we been getting the top-notch fights. And it's mainly because of politics. And I don't think he's not looking, he's looking past that.
Exactly. And you say he was the net. Hey, what they could find on the last minute. A big fight on the last minute is not going to help. You got to redo a contract and do the paperwork. They're going to want more money and all this stuff. That's the third option. Canelo was first, 50 million. Jaime McGill, Oscar De La Hoya said no. That was the second option. And Selecki is the third option. So be it.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
Yeah. So Monica say, "Oh, Lou, you wasn't on here. I was slide to the right,
slide to the
left." That's why we was doing that yesterday. She said, "Here we go again." Exactly,
that's
man.
Right.
I mean,
that's right.
You know, he comes on. I appreciate it, man. A lot of people don't want to come
on.
You know, kind of rebuttal court. Because rebuttal court is hard. You want to give him a you want to sentence him or he good? Tony said he wants to fight the best. Yeah, that's exactly.
That's it.
But he said Mike Tyson has always been on 10. Shit, Mike Tyson's been on 1,000, man.
1,000, man. Yeah. Nobody's matching that shit. I get what he's saying though, but that's not a fair assessment of a fighter. Now I see if Charlo was a fighter who's been like with Chris Colbert did, he quit. You've never seen that shit. That's some sucking shit that he did. You never seen Charlos do that ever. So to challenge him, his manhood to some degree, because that's what's going on. To say he's soft. When you call a man soft, I think it's safe to say you calling him out basically. Exactly. So I'm not with that. But yeah, I got to get ready to bounce up out of here, man. I got to hit the work tomorrow,
we about to bounce up. HLD, I'm calling you out. Would you change your demeanor to someone you're not? Exactly. That's what I just told him. I mean, you can't make nobody something they not. Canelo turned the fight down. Exactly. You know, and Oscar turned the other fight down. So that was the third option. They tried to get him, man, give Canelo. What else could he do? Exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Go ahead, Luke. Go on, man. Go on.
Yeah, I'll hit you up tomorrow, man. Peace out, everybody.
All
right.
Dante say they tried to get him, McGill and Canelo. What else could he do? Exactly, man. I mean, some of these dudes just be talking, man. HLD be tripping, man. You're not listening, HLD. No, he wasn't listening. You know what I mean? Monica laughing. Oh, man. Selecki is actually number 6 in the WBC. Yeah. And why you ask is he a judge? Yeah, he's a judge in the rebuttal court, Monica. You know what I mean? Espinoza couldn't even mention Selecki name when talking about Charlo. That's how embarrassing they are. Yeah, he ain't mentioned it because didn't nobody ask him the question about it. You know what I mean? Look, it's a fight don't nobody want to see. You know, don't nobody want to see it. I mean, it is what it is. But the man can't stay inactive. You got to fight somebody. You know what I mean? So was when Canelo fought Yildirim, did you have the same energy when he fought Yildirim? When he fought Yildirim, did you have the same energy when Canelo fought Yildirim, HLD? Was he daring to be great when he fought Yildirim? Come on, man. I mean, y'all, did you have the same attitude when Canelo went for Yildirim? That's what I need to know. You know, it's just crazy how y'all be tripping like this stuff, man. I must be Supreme Court then. Oh, man. Monica said, he was a man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. He fought a guy. He could have fought David Durrell. He really could. Yeah. He was a mandatory that Mauricio Suleiman put in for the HL. First of all, he wasn't supposed to be the mandatory because Durrell was waxing that ass. So I don't want to hear that mandatory bullshit. You know what I mean? He should have fought Durrell. That's what Canelo should have fought. You know what I mean? So I don't want to hear that. But he fought him. Did you have the same energy? Did you say, even if he was a mandatory, did you have that same energy? Oh, he fighting this bum. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Y'all don't have the same energy when it comes to different things, man. You know, that's the fight Charlo got. We got to deal with it, man. It is what it is, man. But yeah, man, I mean, thank everybody for coming in, man. You know, another good show. You know, I had to break down. Y'all know me. I'm the narrative buster. I had to bust all them fake narratives that these guys be putting out. Dante say GGG and Mariota fighting Boo Boo fighting some guy named Parker, and Oscar stopped the McGill fight. So what middleweight is there? There you go, HLD. Answer the question. You know, Dante. See, this is stuff we gotta deal with, man. You know, this is stuff we gotta deal with. It's just crazy, man. Love you too, Monica. You know, answer the question. We all did not want to see that garbage, but it was a mandatory or get stripped. Yeah, well, shit, he don't care. He Canelo Alvarez. You think they would have stripped him for not fighting Yildirim? Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Ain't no way. And like Dante said, HLD, Triple G fighting Murata, right? Boo Boo fighting Parker. And Oscar stopped the McGill fight. So what middleweight do you want Charlo to fight? We're going to wait. I mean, sometimes you just got to break it down to these guys, man, you know, because they always have in their head what's going on, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy how they got it. He got stripped at 160. So, yeah. 160, but it wasn't the WBC that stripped him, was it? And he said the reason he got stripped because Oscar didn't tell him. So come on with it. Come on with it. WBC ain't stripping no damn body. That Mauricio Oscar's stepfather, man. Come on, stop it. Didn't he raised the Clenbuterol level for Oscar? So what? Come on, man. Stop the madness, man. But man, thank everybody for coming in, man. Charlo should have fought Andre long ago. Yeah, well, you know. Tell Andre give his brother the money that he missed when he pulled out the fight. Then maybe they'll talk. And McGill is his #1 contender, and they turned the fight down. Exactly. You know, they double standards. See, HLD is one of them guys that the double standards, man, he tried to play the political part. You know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's what we do here, man. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. But thank everybody for coming in, man. I really appreciate it, man. You know, hit the like button on your way out, you know, and y'all know we got join members only. If you want to join member only when we have our interviews on Wednesday, go look and check the members only out, y'all. Join members only. I'm telling y'all, get them perks and stuff like that. Because when things get rolling, you know, you're gonna want them questions and you're gonna be behind, man. So yo, y'all go join member only, man. True, they can fight now. Do you want to send it HLD? Great show as always. McGill is another height. Yeah, he is. Maybe Bud Lewis. Just kidding. Hey, Monica don't like you being the judge. She don't like that. She jealous. Monica said, "Why is the judge?" Oh man. So he hand down the sentencing. That's what he does, Monica. He hand down the sentencing. But yeah, man. Thank everybody for coming in again, man. I appreciate it, man. Another good show in the books. I see y'all guys tomorrow, man. And we just gonna keep, you know, giving these people what they want. We're gonna keep busting these false narratives that everybody keep putting up here, man. And because we just speak facts on here. That's all we do. We speak facts. We ain't gonna let people spread false narrative because they don't like one fighter. She say she the deputy because they don't like one fighter, man. It just don't work like that, man. It just don't work like that, man. So thank everybody for coming in again, man. And I'll talk to you guys later, alligator tomorrow. Make sure you're in here. Peace and blessings. You know I got it.